Hello and welcome to the Irish Hunting Podcast, the no bullshit podcast for the outdoor enthusiasts. If you're into hunting, fishing, fine wines and even finer foods, you've come to the right place. So pull up a chair. Hello and welcome back to the Irish Hunting Podcast. On this week's episode number 57, we're bringing it back to the basics. We're going to be talking about this week's excursions from foxes, pheasants and deer. On this week's Let's Talk Gear, it's the turn of the Work Sharp Pro knife sharpener. And as ever, we'll bring you a roundup of news and events from around the country. Hope you all enjoy. Anthony Grogan, how are you getting on, lad?
Not too bad, Brenny, and yourself.
Nah, sure, lad, I'm just living the dream. She'd nearly know a bit ahead of me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know a bit of cut here.
I know a bit of cut here, lad. We're on the Guinness.
By God, and a good pint of Guinness it is, man.
I'll tell you one thing, lad.
The whole bed falls out, it does.
It does, lad, yeah, if you know hassle there.
And you've another couple of them in the fridge.
Honest to God.
Be grand.
Oh, man, we're on the nitro surgers.
Yeah, and look, we've had mixed thoughts about both of us, I think, before. I've had really mediocre ones, and but by God, you drink them all night.
They're savage, man. Yeah, I was the same. I got this probably during COVID, like everybody else, and I'm after trying this more times. And I found you could get 6 cans, and you could have the first one, and it'd be middling, not fantastic, and then you go for the second one, you go, no, that's only shy.
Yeah,
but these ones, I had 2 of these on Sunday night, and they were absolutely next level, and them ones are
sure enough, man. They're just turn the old phone on the old airplane mode.
The old airplane mode, lad.
Yeah, but no, they are good, man. They are good. They taste like more.
Yeah, honest to Jez, they're decent. There's another one there in front of you, yeah.
Good stuff.
Come here, any old cracker scandal? Are we out for an old pheasant or any old?
Didn't get out for a pheasant. I was hoping to get out last weekend, but didn't. Had a bit of a wander for a deer. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. I can't rightly remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, no joy. Had a just quick wander up at home.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't Monday anyway because it was the middle of the storm. It was Tuesday. So there you go.
Yeah.
People be saying, Jesus,
you're a brave man out there.
You want to be
extreme hunting.
Yeah, exactly, man. I don't know what clicks you want to be using on the old scope
like
to dive against that. Yeah.
No,
but just had a bit of a wander out, cleared the brain a little bit, and seen a couple a fair shot away, but couldn't get close enough. And to tell you the truth, man, I wasn't really out for that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I know.
It was just more just to get out. If a fox or something had ran by me, I might have taken a pop, but
yes,
I just wanted to get out, get the boots on the ground, get out of the house for a while.
Yeah.
Yourself, you were out doing a bit of lamping.
Yeah, I was out doing a bit of everything, man. To be honest with you. Yeah. I suppose. So last Friday, we spoke about in the podcast Thursday.
Yeah.
I decided Friday morning that was it. I wasn't in any work. I didn't give a fuck. I was off Friday. I says I'm going out for a pheasant. So I done that. Get up early. Oh, man. You know what's coming. Oh, one of those fucking days. Honestly,
well, you traded your 5k run for a 5k dash.
Jesus Christ, lad. So I headed out, of course, to the gun club, and I says, "So this will be great, you know." So I actually
famous last words.
I actually was like, "This is the truth now, right?" And I don't know if he listens to this podcast, so I don't really give a shit what he does or not. I was heading out I wasn't telling you this. I was heading out to the gun club on Friday. And this is the second time I got to shoot it since the start of the shooting season. And the first time previous to that, I got out for an hour, and it was like a fucking sprint. It was like I was running around trying to before it got dark, you know. And I still didn't get a board out of it. So then was heading out, and just I don't know what happened. I just happened to flick across the phone, and I was writing it up in the gun club group chat, just saying that I was heading out. Just if anybody else was heading out, just let them know. Like anybody could head, doesn't matter. But just so they know who it is and all. Then I scrolled across and then I seen a message that was put up on it on 3 or 4 days before that, or 5 days before that, from one of the lads going, no hunting in the club from Wednesday onwards. There's we're having a falcon meeting, or we're bringing down lads with birds like for hunting in the club, like. And I was there. They think to tell you, like, you were the chairman of the club. I didn't know anything about this. So then I was just like, well, of course, the dickness. I said, well, I don't give a fuck who's coming to my club. I ain't not hunting. Do you know what I mean? For some strangers to come into.
Should we not have a bit of a confer about this? You know what I mean?
Honest to God, don't hunt in your own gun club because we're bringing outsiders in to hunt with birds. Fuck out, not a hope.
Yeah, so, we're all in unanimous agreement. And,
but I said not a fucking chance, so I went on anyway. But I probably shouldn't have. This was karma.
So if anyone is missing it,
this is fucking karma. He's like, oh fuck's sake. So headed out anyway and brought the old Chase, who's he's about enough at this stage, the old Cocker Spaniel.
You want to call Chase Brendan? Brendan Chase.
There's a bit of a greyhound in him, which I didn't fucking know. I can't understand. Like, I went out and like I brought him out the time before that and I fired out over him. Do you know?
Yeah.
No hassle. Now, he wasn't exactly jumping out of his skin, but he was all ears. Like, what the fuck's going on here? And, no issue. And anyway, and a bird broke, and actually a hen got up. Yeah. And I'd always like pull a shot, you know what I mean? So that he knows that that's a natural thing to do. And a hen got up, man, and I fired a shot. And dog turned in. He was like fucking beef or salmon, man. He absolutely took off. And I was like, holy fuck. And I thought he would just run on ahead. He was wondering where it went. No, he fucking wasn't. I was about 1.5 miles off the side of the road at this stage, like. And the place I was in, man, it's sheep wire the whole way around it. And I had to literally, before that, I'd have to lift him out over the fucking eagle wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I'd be literally lifting him out over the fucking yoke. And if I didn't, he'd sit there whining at you. Jeez, man, it was cat. So I walked around and there was only one other area that he could have went over a bridge out into a big open, like a bog area. So, man, after doing 30 laps of the other area, I went out into that, walked up and down, this for about 2 hours. Rang both the farmers, rang one of the lads in the club. In fairness, shout out to Demo. Demo was going to come out and give me a hand look for him. Rang the 2 farmers. They were coming out in the quads, because it'd be either end of the farm to keep an eye on him. Like, obviously, this dog is a pure pet. Like, he's a pet first and foremost. My kids absolutely idolise this dog, like, you know. And I was just there. I don't fucking believe this, like. So I walked around, down through the forestry, back up across the bog, back down to where the pens were. I thought maybe he's gone in around the pens, got the scent of the birds in the pen and hanging around there. No. Walked off down through another fucking, we call it the long field crop. Man, I don't see, like, I think by 9 o'clock or maybe 9:30, I 10,000 steps done. Like, it was horrendous, like.
Yeah.
And then even rang herself then and was like, you might have to come over here and help me. I can't find this fucking dog, like.
Oh, jeez.
So then I says, he's not here. He's obviously after fucking off somewhere. So my next bet was to say 1.5 miles now off the road. And my van was parked. Now, it's not a big road. It's a narrow road. But there's arctics up and down it all the time, drawing out one of the quarries, like. And I headed back to the van, and there's we call it the bungalows. There's a couple of houses, along the edge are all bungalows. So my plan was, I'll go back there, I'll throw the gun into the van, I'll go into a couple of the houses, I'll just show them pictures, give them my number and say, look, if you see the dog, will you just give me a ring, you know? Headed back to the fucking van, and there was the Paul Chase in underneath the fucking thing, lad, shaking like a leaf. And I just says, oh Lord Jesus Christ, I don't believe this.
So he might be good at the course.
He'd be better at than the fucking hunting, I'll tell you that. But so that was it, man. He was shit. The poor bat, I felt bad for him, do you know what I mean? So I put him into the van then, I gave him fucking treats and all, and calmed him fucking down, and actually went to Mullingar then and fucking had to get bought cartridges and back. And then I was talking to a lad today, and he reckons, so like I'm counting on the listeners to get in contact with me here. Is there anything I could do? Is it game over? Is it throwing the towel? Or because I was talking to a fella today, and he was telling me, this lad I would have worked with him, done a lot of hunting. He said the exact same thing happened to him with a pointer, and he said that he thought that was it, was game over. Sent him out to another fella, and your man says, leave him hungry, like don't not fucking starve him, but don't give him his breakfast when you bring him out. get a bird on the ground and give him the fucking taste of it. And he says that'll knock the fucking gun shyness off him fairly quickly. So I don't know. Maybe it is game over. I don't know. If it is, it is.
If we think back to what Pat had said in the podcast, I think it's, I think there's probably look at similar to myself where you probably expect a lot of them without having the time to put in the effort.
100%. Yeah,
there's a lot more walking and getting them comfortable with their surround. Like there's I think there was I can't remember who told me. I think it was actually at the trials. If you think of all the things that's happening, a dog, like when a pheasant breaks, and it doesn't get up easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Sure, your own heart flutters.
Yeah.
So that's one shock, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking
a
size 6 cartridge coming in around his ear. So that's the second thing.
The second thing, that is true. When a pheasant gets up 9 times out of 10, it frightens the shit out of you as well. Like,
without a doubt, sure. Like,
you know what I mean?
Because they don't get up easy. That's neither would you. The lad coming with a double barrel shotgun up your hole. So
I think the key is to shoot before he gets up. That's not. I'm only joking.
What to say?
Delete that.
I remember talking to a lad. The one of the yarns in the pub. Would you shoot a pheasant running along the ground? Jeez, I wouldn't. Should I wait till he stopped?
Exactly.
It's terrible fucking talk.
Terrible old talk. But we don't condone that.
No, absolutely not. But I remember years ago, like that, when I was just actually looking. A few memories are flashing up. 11, 12 years ago, Dylan was only this height,
Yeah.
And our first pheasant of the year, for the last them couple of years, 2009, 10 or 11, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And but I was thinking back to the dogs that I had then. You're mad for a dog because obviously you're wasting your time going out and you're going out for the walk more so than the pheasants.
Yeah,
you've no dog. But and I remember just being so gullible. Like a lad that a friend of mine at the time was coming out with me and I'll get your dog. And much as I'll get it for you right now. I'll get it for you right. £100. And I said, Jesus Christ, I was hearing, at the time, a good dog be. And it says, this good, I'm just hunting like fuck, and the usual, the stories,
Yeah.
So this thing came in, man. Mm-hmm. This half Springer, half Greyhound thing, came in. Never mind. So, brought him up to Ballymore actually at the time.
Yeah.
Big fucking wide open spaces up there, but hedges, and there was a bit of a kind of an old marshy fucking area around the bottom of it. So I go in and you're fucking jumping over fences and similar to that now you're lifting them more the way. And I said, I don't think this, because I knew fuck all.
Yeah.
I only know slightly more now, but I remember it's distinctive, I walked through this fucking gate and there was obviously where the cattle and all had been coming in and out, it was all mucked up and it was fucking wet, and it was at the bottom of a slight bit of a hill. So I fucking opened the gate and jumped in and walked through it, and I remember distinctly looking back and here's your man and he fucking the paw into the next thing out around. It wouldn't go through the butt. And your man that I'd given £100 to was now hunting with me. And I said, I don't think that's right now, you know what I mean? So I said, this fella, he won't even go to the puddle.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And like that, man, I remember, I actually had to lift him one fucking area, it was real fucking, he wouldn't fucking go. And I lifted him over to the far side and I only get him, I put the gun down, went over, lifted him across and I said, fuck this, man, I'm carrying a fucking dog out hunting. And I went back, collected my gun and I looked back and here's the fucker, the far side of it. He wouldn't walk through it, but somehow we got back and he just started looking at it. And the next thing anyway, we were down and there was nothing and I think a pigeon or something went by. I am having a pop. At something today, so I had a pop at a pigeon. And the next thing I look back, now we were about 5 kilometres in, man, at this stage. It was a big, and I said to myself, oh, jeez, sure, look it.
That was it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your story, man. 5 kilometres. I got back to we hunted for another 2-3 hours. I got back to the van. Who's looking at me? You couldn't even lose the fucker.
Oh,
yeah, that is the
Jesus
truth.
Christ. Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, just a bastard. It's a bastard.
Fuck.
Honest to fuck. Yeah. I just thought, look at, I kind of, I kind of probably would be better off having a separate dog for that anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because you're trying to keep them both. Trying to put manners on them. But you met my 2 kids, man. Sure, they'd be hanging out from. Do you know what I mean?
They're young as well.
They're young as well. Yeah, exactly. So it's just not easy. But yeah, anyway, look, I might be in the market for a good dog. I think. Yeah.
I know a man that'll sell you a good.
He's over around Ballymore there.
That was part of the fucking thing. I remember he said, "Oh, this is a young dog." And I remember coming on. You could see there's no. The fucker nearly had a grey beard, man. Do you know what I mean?
Pension book fell over his pocket.
So look, gullible, you know, 100 quid.
Jesus Christ of a baby, man, that's class. I'm sure. Look at that's that's what makes good.
It's the memories anyway. No pheasants, but plenty of memories.
No fucking pheasants, man. But look at that's the way it goes. Come here, we go in and do a bit of news before we talk about any more hunting.
We might as well.
And now, for a roundup of what's going on around the country, it's the IHP News. And this section of the Irish Hunting Podcast is sponsored by Wild Hunter Athlone. Calling all Irish hunting enthusiasts, get ready for your hunting and fishing adventure with Wild Hunter Athlone. Immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of Ireland's wilderness as you embrace the spirit of the hunt. From the whispering woods to the rolling hills, Wild Hunter brings you closer to nature. Your next epic hunting experience awaits. Gear up, get out there and let the thrill begin. Visit Wild Hunter Athlone and make your Irish hunting dreams a reality. Hunt wild and hunt free. And we're back with the news, lad. I'm going to kick it off first, right?
You kick it off
first. It's been a quiet enough week, actually. We usually get a lot more correspondence, but this is just the first one here. We've seen it on Facebook. It's the Laura Rathcaben Gun Club Draw 2023, sponsored by Wild Hunter and McCones. First prize, €1,000 voucher for Wild Hunter. Oh man, I would love €1,000 voucher for Wild Hunter. I'd absolutely.
The problem with that, man, is now you go in there with when you're in there, it's Asher.
Yeah,
sure, this really cost me nothing, so I couldn't.
Yeah,
stick another 200 to it.
Exactly, you could and then you'd be kind of caught. You'd be going, will I buy one really savage thing and a few other bites, or will I buy a whole red tail? This isn't the cat. We never grow up. So that's like first prize, €1,000 voucher for Wild Hunter, and second prize a €300 voucher for McCones. Numbers 1 to 150 at €20 each, or 3 for €50. The draw will take place the week before Christmas 2023. So anybody wants to be, get involved in that. So have a look at them on Facebook there, and there's an email address here that you can contact, and it's Lorhara Rathcaben Gun Club at yahoo.com. We'll put a post of this up on our own Instagram and on our Facebook page so people can see it. But that's a good little.
That's deadly, right in the week before Christmas, man. Wouldn't it be like?
Be deadly, wouldn't it?
Do you know, it'd be like in Wild Hunter. Just got a flashback, you know, like our Crime Busters. Your man with the sweets, you know, go up to make which is one of them and two of them.
Can I?
No, two of them and two of them.
Yeah, go up with a hair for like lures, you know. So can I get 2 of them and 1 of them? Hold on, how much have I? I just make
fuck out, Brendan.
Out the fuck.
Good stuff. Good stuff. The next one is Country Sports Ireland. So this is a trained hunter, large wild game, deer meat hygiene course, the 17th of February 2024. This is the next instalment of the Country Sports Ireland large wild game meat hygiene course. It's in Kilbeheny Community Centre in County Limerick. Further information can be found online via the Deer Stalker training section of Country Sports Ireland. And the booking can be done over the phone or by ringing us on 087 650 9598. And you get a unique training manual and stuff like that. So for people who are trying to get into the sport and all that kind of stuff, I know you have to have this is the meat handling course essentially, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good one to do.
Yeah, it's the next progression if you want to start putting your meat into the meat factors and stuff like that, or even just to learn how to handle it safely and all that kind of stuff. More hygiene.
You know? Yeah, a handy one to do. In fairness, one we should do. Yeah, the
guys in Country Sports Ireland, maybe one of the guys could get in contact with us. We have had none of the guys on.
No, we actually haven't. No.
So if one of you wanted to come on and speak about and
talk about it, we'll exactly. We'll accommodate you in some way, shape, or form. Absolutely, 100%. I suppose last but by no means least, just a reminder that Ruhr Pursuits Christmas draw will be happening at Christmas, which is no surprise. So it's
Christmas draw.
Christmas
Easter.
draw at Easter. Yeah. So to enter, you have to like and follow the page if you haven't already done. Like, share, and tag 3 friends on the image. So yeah, that's a savage €750 voucher from the boys over at Boys and Garrett, I suppose, at Gowan and Bradshaw. There's got some cool little stuff in it there. Yeah, do you know what I really like there? Well, actually, see that little flask?
Yeah.
Bought one of them yesterday.
Did you?
I did. Savage.
Nice
they
job.
Are unreal. And then I bought a Stanley. I was in Athlone or in Mullingar actually today because I had to drop the van over to get serviced. And I dropped off the van and went for a walk down the town. Said I'll go and get a coffee.
Gun job.
Into wild. You know that? I think it's Wild Outdoors or Wild there, just in Mullingar.
Yeah.
Right outside the Dunn stores. Went in there and got chatting to the boys and had a look around. It's one of those, it's not a massive shop, but my God, the equipment's in it. Predominantly for fishing, like, but there is hunting stuff there too.
Yeah.
But like, I had a backpack on me with my laptop bag, and I actually had to take it off because you wouldn't have enough room. You'd be afraid to knock stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because there is wall to wall with gear.
Yeah.
But I went in there and I spotted another little Stanley flask that you could put like soup and stew. You know, you get into that
yes,
whether or not.
yeah.
Got myself one of them as well. €50, man. But like, there's some job.
They're a great job.
Absolutely.
Stanley have upped their
savage.
game because I know that they have that little. See that box there, like
Yeah.
it's like the cooler box or whatever. It's the rival of the
Yeah,
what do you call
the
it?
Yeti.
Yeti one, yeah.
Yeah. And they're expensive. Like that particular box, I think, are like close to €100.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. But they are some job, man. Knife sharpeners, got some Vortex binoculars there. Got a nice little knife. I can't pick it. What's that? Is that a fly rod at the back then too? Is it? In that kit, fly combo. I'm not exactly too sure what that is.
That's an open L knife, is it? The front there.
Yeah. Nice little price to get there. Yeah, exactly. £750. So
and you just say fly. Does that fly rod or fly?
I don't know. Is it like I don't know. Maybe it's like a 3 fly combo.
But either way, it's a nice prize, man.
Yeah. Nice to get that coming to Christmas. So yeah, jump onto the Rural Pursuits page there and you'll have a bit of a look and you'll get all the details on it there, you know.
And Jez, I'm just after flicking through there now and see if there's any more news. But
no. A picture stopping in your
Mr.
tracks.
Bradshaw.
Mr. Bradshaw. Oh my
Christy
God.
Malloy, mother of God, man.
Oh my God. I don't know what I wonder if you turned it upside down, what does it look like? What does it look like, man? I can't even picture it.
I don't know, man.
Oh my God. What is it, like a horseshoe?
Looks like an egg with a beard, huh?
Honest to Jez. It's actually better look when you look at his head upside down. Christy Malloy he's the firm man. He's in pole position for this old Movember, doesn't he?
Oh, jeez, lad, if he doesn't get a prize for wearing that thing for a month.
Yeah, that is something else, that is, yeah. So the Ball Christy,
It's like Bovril Christy. Nobody likes it.
People could taste like it, man.
Yeah.
Bovril is fucking gold. So
hell.
that's Christy. Have a look at him on our Facebook page there. I think I put a picture up earlier on. So
we're in that time of the year, you know, when there'll be fires lit. So if anyone with small kids around, just print that picture off, hang it over the mantelpiece there, and they'll stay well away from it.
Honest to God, yeah. Or burglars, just put a stamp to your front door.
Yeah.
No one's going to enter if they think that's
Protected
in
by.
there. Yeah, exactly, yeah. The chopper. So, that's it. Honest to God, that's the story. Come here, that concludes this week's news slot.
Happy days, yeah.
We're going to talk a bit more now about a bit of deer hunting. And, well, you were a quiet week. You were up to your absolute jocks this week.
Yeah, up to the eyeballs. But look, there will be weeks like this, as I say. Look, I got on top of a few bits in the gun club and stuff like that, a bit of fundraising and a bit of paperwork. Other than that, I plan to get out now this week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Dylan will be myself and Dylan get out for a couple of hours, maybe try and get him his first pheasant, which would be nice to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Are you going to go for deer at all? Or?
I don't think so. I'm just not in the humour for for dragging a deer. I have to zero my rifle. Actually, that's just before you kick into your story, because I know you have a lot of hunting. But a big shout out to Gavin in, and this is a really cool name, and I've actually don't want to make sure I get it right because a lot of people know this. The gun store. It's Tanioki.
Tanioki.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you probably know, I've been running the in amounts on the on the 6.5. Now I have to re-zero on the night vision.
Yeah.
Which I just need to get out and do on a 100-meter range and get zeroed. But I've also been trying to get a set of rails and mounts, rails predominantly for the 2.2.
Yeah.
So the first crowd that I got them off had promised me, we have a set of rails, and then I sent them all the measurements, and I had to take pictures of the gun and send them all up. No, we should have that in. Rang back. Oh no, you'll have to send that all again. So just had no real interest in dealing with it. And I was wrecking John in Thomas Jack's head,
Yeah.
I wanted a nice set that once I get it right,
Yeah.
So he put me on to Gavin in Tanioki, and it was literally as easy as this, man. I rang him. I told him what like the gun I had, CZ Bruno. I told him it was a dovetail that was on the top of the gun.
Yes. Yeah.
And obviously I need a Weaver or Picatinny for the inner mount. And the Weaver would be ideal because there's a little stopper on my inner mount that she sits in. But Picatinny, you can just take a little file off and it'll do perfect for, I'm going to be 50, 60 meters on the 2.2.
Yeah.
So anyway, told him what I wanted. Yeah, perfect. Give me 10 minutes. Opened up a packet, sent me on, actually put it on a mount and going, this is what you'll be looking at. Are you happy enough with that? And yeah, grand. He said that's €25, €30 posted. He said you'll have it tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where are these, mate?
They're up the north.
Oh.
But yeah, like a gentleman to deal with. And they've really cool hunting gear and accessories. I just wanted to look at that's part of the whole thing, There's no point in us, we're trying the inner mount system and so on and so forth, but we need to be able to send people, where do you get this, where do you get that?
Yeah.
So now, if anyone wants some really good professional advice, just literally 10 minutes. So I got a dovetail to Picatinny adapter.
Yeah.
It's 4 bolts, clips onto the dovetail, and then you have a sliding rail then on the Picatinny for pushing back the scope or pushing it forward.
Nice.
And then my inner mount will fit, so I'll be able to set up your profile for my 2.2.
Yeah.
Zero. Did all the guns all at once. My 3 scopes, and my 2 guns, and be happy out.
Yeah, deadly. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah. What scope have you got on the 2.2 at the minute?
It was the little scope that you gave me.
Oh,
it's
the Tasco.
Tasco,
yeah. Sure, it's grand, yeah.
It's grand, yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
But it'll be probably surplus requirements now because I'll just anytime I'll just pick on the because it'll be automatically zeroed, So so that's the plan. So yeah, I got the rails on today or this evening.
Yeah,
before I come out. So now I just need to try and book a day, man, just to go and do the whole lot together.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring me 2 guns, the 2 scopes, and just get everything kind of tested. And then I can come back and say, it's holding zero after fucking 6-7 shots, or and then field tested after that, and give people the honest advice. Now, so I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be good, man. Yeah, one of those things you'd be kind of putting on the long finger, but then you kind of say to yourself, I went out like after Friday, after the without pheasant shooting, I went and just re-zeroed the 6.5 just to kind of check it again, And I've been putting it off for fucking ages now. I really have, and I'm kind of going, no, it's fair. I'm fairly happy with it. And then Friday I had an hour or two, and I said, fucking, I'm going. So I met up with Target, went down, set up, and spent probably put maybe 10 rounds through it, maybe thereabouts, and bang on. Then I pushed it out to 200. And I checked it again, and you're literally only about 1.5 inches at 200.
Okay,
that's all. That's the only drop that I measure. At 200 yards, about 1.5 inches. That's all.
Okay.
Pushed it out then to 200. And what did I push it out to then? About 250. 260 before it drops. But again, man, it wasn't a whole pile anyway.
And come here, just at 100, she was holding zero, no problem from the last time. Perfect.
No hassle whatsoever.
It's in the back of your head. You just need to get out and fucking
test
at least get that bit.
Because you can't test it on an animal, really. You can't.
No,
because
jeez, no.
You're picking a pint on a deer or whatever. And like, right, it'll kill him. But you're like, well, was I there or was I actually aiming 4 inches to the left of that?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And then normally they're grazing, so they're always moving.
Yeah.
Like it's very rare that an animal is fully static. You know,
100%.
He's either, or she is either, grazing the head down and pulls up the head, so something is moving somewhere, and you've wind and all that kind of stuff. So,
and do you ever notice even when they move their leg, even though they mightn't actually physically moving, but their shoulder drops about 4 inches?
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
ever notice that when they might lift the leg off the ground and then drop it down?
Yeah, exactly. So there's always some kind of movement, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
So you can never really pinpoint and say that.
No.
Oh, that's bang on where I put it. So and anyway, it's not to be. We do not. We're in all kinds of trouble here now. We do not condone zeroing your rifle on the live target. Right?
No, definitely not. No, that wouldn't be the.
No, that's not the point we're trying to make.
No.
We're trying to be. It's obviously.
There's variables.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Nice to get it. It's nice to get it. It's nice to get it on a piece of cardboard or paper and actually look and go, "Well, be Jenny, there you go." Yeah.
Yeah, because we're both running new rigs, so you don't know if if the scope is holding zero, if you got a knock.
Absolutely.
It's we hunted heavy in the first couple of weeks of the season, so and then you put a good few rounds through it. You know what I mean? So it's just nice to revert back every now and again and make sure.
Yeah, honestly,
especially
God,
with the upcoming trip.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I am like mad excited about that.
Oh, cramp!
What do you have to do? Cramping your foot?
No, cramp in the back of my hamstring.
Oh, jeez,
lad, that really went wrong.
It's a horrible fucking feeling.
It really went wrong. Yeah.
Did it? Oh, Jesus! Don't move. Huh?
Hold on there, I can nurse some of this.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fucking fast approach. That is fast approaching. I can't wait, man. I'm actually half tempted to start packing my bag. I'm kind of. We're that close now. I'm starting to think, what am I going to bring over here? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to wear some nice hunting attire.
Oh, you're not wearing that check shite, man, and the goofy
Look
socks.
at lads, some of us had to keep up fucking.
I tell you can go. You won't fucking sitting beside me with that shite on it.
Well, I think Robert put out a challenge there: Hawaiian shirts and bum bags. So
look like the Rock.
Yeah,
with a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake! Yeah.
And fair play to Ross. I think Ross was booked the hotel, and
did he book the car yet?
Oh, that's you. Kick him.
No, what's that?
That's you all over. Yeah, focus on what he didn't do. Don't mind him, Rossi. Don't mind him.
No, fair play to him. No, he did. But I just thought that would just be better book the car.
Yeah. I don't actually know the answer to that question.
Yeah, because he was looking at like, I'm such a fucking idiot. I was thinking like, when I was looking at it, there was like and it was like fucking cheap and cheerful. It was like a Hyundai i20 or something. Like, like a fucking Micra. And I was like, sure, that'll be grand. It was like, four big because there's 4 of us in it, and we're 4 big lads. Like,
yeah.
And rifle cases, and imagine and it's a fucking 3-hour drive down there.
Oh jeez, lad,
to wherever the fuck we're going.
My bag's in the front.
I'm driving it for some fucking reason. I've been nominated.
Look, you got voted.
Fucking hell, man! I'm driving, so yeah, that should be good old crack. I think we're going to get now like a Ford Transit kind of minibus type. You'll be right at home, Rogan.
We're fucking tourists. Huh?
You'll be right at home in the transit.
Yeah, look at. Yeah.
But,
I'm really thinking about. I had the christening on Saturday, and had to get the I booked a minibus, man, to pick because there's like just fucking. The young lad has his girlfriend now as well, so there's fucking the family's getting fucking bigger, you know.
Oh my God, man!
Even we're going off in December, and the whole lot of us, and I have to book a minibus, man, to bring me to the airport because
holy Jesus,
it's like Home Alone. I know I'm messing.
Yeah. Holy shit! Yeah, honest to God, yeah, sure. How many kids have you now? You must have 20, have you?
I don't know.
They're coming out everywhere.
Because again, we suitcases, so I'd have to bring. If we're going to the airport, I'd have to bring my car and the whole lot of us with baby seats and all. There should be no room for the luggage. So that Dylan and his young one and he's so I'd end up bringing fucking 3 cars to the airport.
Yeah, sure, that cost a fortune. Well.
So it's just cheaper to just get a fucking minibus.
Get a minibus, yeah, fucking hell. I was going to say, sure, I could drop you up in the van. That was uncrack.
My head's coming out with everywhere.
Honest to just bail into it, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry, I digress, but yeah, that's fucking. So I would feel at home in transit.
Yeah, honest to God, the transit will be ideal for us. But no, I can't wait for that. It's going to be good old crack. Hopefully, all going well.
Come here. So it's the Friday. Started off the Pheasant.
Pheasant, yeah. So Pheasant,
the bow chase came back, right?
Chase, yeah, he was shaking. Had to come home then, wash him, because he stays in. He's a house dog, like. Well, he goes out in and out, like, but like, so I had to wash him. So up then, fucking washed him. I was in bad humour now at this stage. You know, it really was like, fuck's sake, that's the whole morning bollocks. Do you know when you make a fucking decision and you go,
going to do this and this, yeah.
I'm not working today.
Yeah,
I'm going to enjoy the day. And then the first 4 hours, absolutely, you're more stressed than you are if you hadn't been working. You know?
I know.
So that was it. Watched him. Then I said to myself, right, I'm going for a deer this evening, but I'm going to go and check the 0 on the 6.5. Down to the bog, made up a target, down here to the bog. Set it up, set everything up. Really took me time, which is not like me.
No.
It took me time. Set up my bench, had the van parked nice, had all my rest, had everything lovely. Wind, checked exactly the distance, had the spot and scope, everything. Just perfect. So it was nice now, it really was. I was there for probably 2 hours, put a couple of rounds through it, marked them, just checked it again, pushed it out then to 200. Then I think it was 250 or 260 was as far as I could go. It started to go around the bend then. So yeah, pushed it out and everything. No, I was absolutely happy as Larry, man. Between 100 and 250, I was no more than 2 inches probably maximum in a variation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I was happy. I know me hold over now at 200 as well.
Yeah.
So no, I was happy, man. Now obviously I'd like to get it further and push it out to 400 and stuff like that, but
look, that's kind of the fun element, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, exactly, in time. So that was it. Got that done, came back. Yanis was going to come with me. You couldn't go. I had asked you were up to your eyes. Yanis was going to come with me, and then he couldn't go till like 2:30, and then it was getting dark, and it's a good old drive from here. So I says to him, no, I says I ain't going to go, because I said it wasn't being bad, but I said if I wait and then you get delayed or whatever, I'm fucking my own day up, and it's my only chance. So I went. I headed off myself. Headed up, parked the van, got out, started to absolutely piss rain as soon as I got there. And went down into a kind of a slightly different spot than I've ever went. Kind of went further left on this particular farm of land that I'd normally go. And in true November farm, man, like, fuck all hinds. Like, compared to like before, I could see them everywhere. And one showed itself, but it never really got into a shootable position. And how I mean by that was, it was at a higher elevation than I was, right? Which is no big deal if you have a good fucking backstep behind you. I hadn't. I had a big yellow fir bush. Massive. What was the far side of that? I didn't know. But I could see skyline all over. Yeah. So there wasn't enough, really.
Yeah.
And she knew I was there, lad. Or in her calf. And she sat there looking at me. And she didn't move, lad, for 30 minutes. I mean that. I was looking at it. It did not
almost
move.
As if she's saying, I know you can't shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Honest to God, I said, if you just come down here a little bit, ideal, I would have took the shot. She didn't. So that was it. So then, of course, daylight was well and truly burning. So then when I was there, I said to myself, fuck it. If a fox now, I'll shoot a couple of foxes for this man, you know. So foxes started to kind of come out. I had the thermal, throw on the fucking thermal. Oh my God, man, the amount of hinds was absolutely unbelievable. They were everywhere. Every corner of every fucking field they were, you know.
It's gas when you're looking through a normal scope and you're saying, you're counting, there's one over there and there's one over there.
Yeah.
And like that, I've often gone out fox shooting. And like that, you'd be, you know, the spotter go up and you put it down, like, you couldn't see it, like, you know, kind of dusky or that type of time of the night or whatever. And like they blend in, don't they? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do, definitely.
Whereas now fox, like you see something, you know the way now fox is moving. You kind of see the old shadow moving through. Do you know what I mean? And a bright enough night. Yeah. But the deers, man, they're so stealthy. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I've often been like, I was only thinking this the other day. I've often been in a spot scoping for deer, and it could be a fairly wide open 30 or 40 acre field, and I'd look at a spot and there'd be nothing there, and I'd scope around. And then I'd scope back to it no more than 30 seconds later, and there'd be deer in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And you'd be there going, how in the name of Jez did he get into that? I surely would have spotted him he didn't sprint out to it, you know, but that, exactly as you said, they just blend in so well.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Untethered and Wanderwise, where adventure has no age limit. We're your co-host, Heidi Brandist and Nikki Amahundro. And we're here to inspire and celebrate women over 45 who are embracing their independence and want to explore the world on their own terms.
It'd have to be up in Wicklow, you know, and when you would let off a shot, and you'd be focusing on a deer, you know, and you'd be thinking that in shootable proximity, that, you know, there was probably maybe you might be lucky to have 2, maybe 3 at the you know, and you'd be saying, and the rest you could probably see but when the shot goes off, there's fucking deer hopping up from everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There's one to your left. Do you know? And next thing they're whistling like fuck. So they are. I was thinking that the last couple of weeks, you know, Sika, like you know, obviously the you know, what would be the favorite deer to shoot? I don't know. I haven't shot enough of any of them to have a favorite yet. But I have to say there's something special about Sika. You know,
there is. Yeah.
You know, the angry head on them and so on.
Yeah.
And I just think they're so like. What do they call it? They call them the ghost deer or something, don't they? Is that what they call them? Yeah,
I have no idea.
Because they literally just disappear. I think that's the nickname.
Okay.
But yeah, they just literally fucking disappear, and that is the truth. They be graze on the edge of a wood, and then almost like at a blink of an eye, they're gone. They're just into a wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really, really cool, and I think I don't know what it is. Has their coat slightly changed when they did? From the time when they first come over here, I'd love to know that.
Yeah, honest to God, yeah.
The genetics, the history, but
only for the white arse. That's the only thing that gives them away.
That is the only thing.
If they're facing you won't see them.
Yeah.
That
little bounding white arse running up the hill.
Honest to God, bounding away from you. Honest to fuck, lad. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just said to myself, if I never knew it was November, I'd know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lack of them. And then, as I said I'd stay out for a fox, and there was hinds everywhere. And like you could if you were the sort, and I'm not being smart, and I didn't, you'd know if I did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't admit it on here, but you know, I don't shoot them at night time. I don't.
No.
And like, but you could. They were everywhere. They were like rats.
Yeah.
They were fucking everywhere, lad.
But sure, like, how many times have you had a shootable doe for the last 6-8 weeks? Do you know what I'm saying? You've been up there in stag season,
man.
and sure they're nearly walking in front of the gun.
In front of you, standing there playing. You know what I mean? I got a couple of good videos. I think even sent to like I was that close. You'd see like 2 hinds and they're playing with each other, running around each other like dogs.
Yeah,
I could have shot them 10 times. Do you know what I mean? But that was it. And then I said I'd wait out and see was there a fox. Would a couple of foxes come in? And then they did start to come in. A couple of foxes did start to come in, but it was mad. Like I don't know what it was. Like I had a torch then on top of the scope. Fired it up and I could see nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. And there was a kind of a bit of a fog. There was a little bit of a fog or a mist, like, but I could see nothing. Like, I was looking through and I could see fucking nothing. I couldn't take a shot. Then it was starting. It was pissing. It was just really fucking pissing me off then, you know. So
miserable.
Yeah, so I kind of I sat out till around, and I hadn't gotten to Iran. Sat out till 7 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh fuck this! I'm just going home to fuck."
Yeah.
Into the van, packed up the gear. But sorry, Yanis actually had come down. In the meantime, Yanis had followed me over. He went to the opposite side. Got a look. He says there was one 8-pointer there, and he said he couldn't get. He was too far down the field. He was kind of actually on a permission that's not ours. So he couldn't get a shot at him, and there was a couple of hinds, same, so he didn't get into a shot. He'd be like me, if he's going out and if he's going away at night time, then if the fox comes, you know, you have to enjoy it. Like,
yeah,
he was the same story. So I know it's nothing wrong with the gear. He was the same story. On with the torch, you could see absolutely fucking nothing. Fox came running up to him and he said, "Oh, geez, lovely." Had himself set up the finest. On with the torch. Next thing, no, I could see nothing. So it's obviously that hazy rain and fog and all that. So yeah, that was it, man. Home. So I drew a full blank that day, man. Yeah, full fucking blank. But you're lucky. Good crack, though. I
want to, my over the next, probably, I don't know, get probably after Hungary maybe, or maybe I might get out for a shot before. So I'd like to get out, obviously, with guns all zeroed and everything's happy just to reaffirm. But I'd like a doe now just for a nice bit of...
Nice meat, yeah.
Yeah. We're kind of looking at some nice butchering videos and stuff, and I want to do some nice... a few different things.
What are you thinking?
I want to do some nice roasts and stuff. Do you know?
Yeah, I love roasts, man.
And do you know what I'm thinking as well? I finished my little fucking garden room thing, you know. So what I want to do is
rotisserie.
Yeah, or even do you know, like, instead of individual steaks, like do
like a rack.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know, slow cook it on the barbecue
like a ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be
And
savage.
then carve it. Do you know?
That would be
A nice
unbelievable,
rub.
yeah. I'd say you'd want to keep it moist. You'd want to keep
Based or
basting
something,
it, wouldn't
maybe,
you?
yeah.
Did you ever see the boys, like, they used to be always using it in Australia, to have like a spray bottle. You know, like a spray
Yeah.
bottle, and they'd have like, they could have like a broth or something in it. And
Yeah,
just have it
yeah.
so and just give it a doubt to that, like.
Well, we'll be talking to the lads and know anyway. We'll have a chat with Pat and see what he recommends, you know.
Yeah, it'd be the job, wouldn't it? Yeah,
He
would
gave
be
that
the
recipe now last week with the offset. You know, just to keep the
Offset
offset.
heat.
Now, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm only doing it on a little small fucking barbecue at the minute, so but yeah, a little offset heat and yeah, just nice and low and slow.
Yeah, there's a whole science behind that.
Oh, there is,
Direct
man.
and indirect heat,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
it's mad shit. Like, Craig
Yeah.
was telling me a bit about when he was down there, and it is like there's
There's a rabbit hole, like
yeah,
you know, down there.
definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
honest to fuck, yeah.
Look, hopefully we'll to be able to put a bit of manners in us too anyway and see.
Yeah.
Can we teach?
By jazz, we'll test them, and that's certain.
We don't test them, we'll test our fucking patience.
If they don't throw in the towel after that weekend, they're fair fucks to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck,
But no, look, that's me plan, and me burgers are going down well at home. Had some today,
Savage.
so I want to do another couple of. I actually made up 2 packets. I went in and got there's one of the Asian stores up in town. I had to go up to fucking. Where did I have to go up? Oh, I had to go up to Power City, one of the mornings earlier on the week, and there was an Asian store right behind it, and I wanted to get all my spices, so the paprika and fucking onion and
Fish sauce, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, garlic and onion powder, and I get the big kind of keto bags.
Yeah.
So I made up a nice burger mix.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
That's actually what I put onion powder, onion salt, is it? Or what is it called? Onion salt.
onion powder.
Onion powder, is it?
You
Garlic
can get
powder.
both. You can get onion salt or onion powder.
Onion salt, garlic salt, paprika, salt and pepper, butter. I grate the butter into them.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, grate butter into them, yeah. And obviously pig fat. Do the
Yeah.
blend with the pig fat. I'm trying to think of something else. I don't think there is. I don't put rosemary or thyme in it. I'm weird. I don't use much of them, man.
Do you not?
No, I honestly don't. No.
Oh, geez, like oregano, man.
Yeah,
There's one
oregano.
there for you.
Yeah, yeah, we have it there. I don't use it in a whole pile. I'm not a massive big lover of thyme.
Are you not?
Not really, man. No, not really. If it's overpowering and it'll fuck the taste up for me because that's all I'll taste.
Yeah.
Do you know that sort of way?
Yeah, I use thyme is probably one of the ones I use it sparingly. Oregano, man. Any of my pasta dishes ran.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Savage, yeah.
Oregano.
Oregano. Is that what you use in pesto?
Well,
no?
that's basil, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, it's basil. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Basil, olive oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, what's the nuts they use in it?
Pine nuts.
Pine nuts, yeah, correct and right. Listen, to us talking about food, you see we had a clue, huh?
Look at us, man. We're
We can eat it, all right.
one thing we're fucking well versed in.
And that is
food.
a fucking sure, yeah, honest as fuck. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that. But yeah, hunting. You didn't go after fox. Were you out at all this week?
No, I didn't go out after fox at all. Like the last run was with Baulianis last week. I was actually chanting him there today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't gone out for a fox since. But look, we must go down and clear up. There's another 7 or 8 down my lane. So I actually put out a little bit of bait in one of the corners.
Yeah.
So I do keep out, bits of old fucking offcuts and stuff, and just throw a little spit in the corner.
Yeah.
To try and drag them over to a safe shooting space.
Yeah.
So I will do that. I will do that now over the next couple of nights, maybe. Might get out tomorrow night, maybe,
Yeah. It's nice. Sometimes a Friday night's nice, isn't it?
It is nice, yeah.
Do you know what's kind of nice about this time of year too?
You can get out a bit earlier.
You can get out earlier. You can still get home, get your arse on the couch and watch a bit of telly or yourself and have an old whiskey.
Yeah.
It's nice. I do like
it.
It
is. You see, the Friday night, I'm like you now. I'd be torn because it's the end of the week and tough week and long week, and Friday night's probably our least busy night in the house.
Yeah.
And then if I say I'm going fox, now she'd never ever mind.
Yeah,
she's a saint. Avril, that is.
I was going to say, which one are you talking about?
My other wife. Yeah, so then, but I just wouldn't, the Friday night is nice to mark the end of the week and so on. So yeah, like what you said, you could tip out there, at 7:30 and be home
before.
Even
Before if you wanted to be home and all, sitting down on the couch and all there and 9:30.
9, 10. Yeah.
Whiskey in hand, man, and just watch a bit of TV, yeah.
That might be the job.
That could be the go, man. That could be the fucking go, yeah. I went out not last night, night before. Went out. It's kind of weird. Lately, man, I was bringing the 1.7 a good bit, like. And then I hadn't the confidence in the 6.5. And when I say I hadn't.
Yeah.
Not that I hadn't confidence in the gun or the round or anything, just myself, because I haven't used it.
Yeah, you were down zeros, like as you said. There's a load of things going on. Your new gun, etc.
Yeah. And like I was thinking, even like when I hit the 243 last year, I think I got that. I think I might have picked that up around July or August. So I spent the first couple of weeks out lamping every night of the fucking week with it, man. So I had probably 20 foxes shot before I ever even fired at a deer. Do you know what I mean? So I had loads of confidence. I knew exactly what that gun could do, you know. So I went out, I was here and I said I'd go out for a shot, and kind of last minute type thing, of course, again. And I went in and I picked up the 1.7, and then I says, no, fuck it, bring the 6.5 to fuck, you know. Good old chance to it, you know.
Yeah.
And I knew then, I knew then at that
you
stage,
were nailed on,
the zero was absolutely perfect on it. So headed off up the road here to a couple of maize fields and beet fields up the road. Went out one side, had the wind on me face, had the wind fairly right. Fox came in, man, and he wasn't 30 yards, I'd say 40 yards away from me. Hit him, didn't hit him properly, but I did hit him. And he made for the ditch a bit, and I went down after him, and he was there. Now, I'd say he died. I'd say he had expired, because, but where it was, it's right on the edge of a quarry. So he went down. So even though I hit the camera with me, I couldn't find him. Now he was in a bad way, like he was in a bad way. Yeah. But I fucked a bit. I could fucking find him, you know.
Yeah,
and
it was too dangerous to go down there.
It was, and I wouldn't like to I wouldn't want him suffering, like so. But I went down, and of course I had the camera, and you and I both know you would see them if they were there. You'd see them. So I reckon he went down over the edge of it. And then I lost sight of him. That was after 10 minutes, like. And I walked out further, kept walking down the field, had the wind in my face. Went down first. There was 3 more, but there was a bit of a moon, like it wasn't hectic now, but there was a bit of a moon there, and they were all over on the right hand side of me, so they weren't winding me or anything. And then I got myself into a spot, of course, had the spotter and all grand, but by Jez, man, the minute I turned on the fucking lamp,
gone.
They were gone. So I reckon that fucking Sean Tyrrell Tyrrell was up there. I'd say I fired at him and missing and everything.
Well, I can't give out with Sean. He's been out of the fridge all week there. So.
No, I'm only joking. Tyrrell's 100%. But no, honestly, they were definitely lamp before. Like I had the red lamp on and all. Like, and the minute they came on, man, they were gone everywhere. Yeah. So I went to the end of that field, came back. Obviously, coming back, then there was 2 more in front of me. But at that stage, I was coming back, so the wind was on my back. Couldn't close the gap, and they were literally sitting fucking strategically in a corner of the field next to the road. Ah, man, I was there for 40 minutes watching them, and I was thinking, and then I gave a bit of a squeak, and I think they'd come, and then they wouldn't, and I couldn't take the shot. I never even, like, there wasn't a moment I even said, fuck it, I'll take the shot, like.
Yeah.
So I kind of walked up further, thinking, well, if I can get kind of parallel or slightly come back on them, then I'm actually firing away from the road, you know?
Yeah.
And then it was a safe shot, but as I got closer to them, and of course the wind picked up, they fucked off. But that was 6 or 7 foxes. That was probably 6 anyway in one area. Came back to the van, then directly across the road there's another field. There's probably, what would be in it, to be 80 or 90 acres in it anyhow. It's a big field, like a big old maize field. So I says I'll head down here, like it's always produced the goods, I've always got foxes in it. So headed over there anyway. It's kind of a bit of a hill on it. It's kind of like it goes in, and then it's, you know, then it kind of climbs up again to another little bit of a mound in the middle of it, then to a decent long drawn out drop off the far side of it, and it slopes right down to the end of the field, down to the river. So I went over anyway, on with the camera, and I spotted this thing. I honestly think there were like geese in the field. There was a clatter of them in the corner of the field, man. And then they all fucked up. I don't know what, I don't actually know what was going on. But like there was 30, 40 of them.
Fuck.
Yeah, down the bottom corner of the field. And then by the time I had got myself back down, they were gone.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I honestly fuck, now they were a long way away. Now they were 800 or 900 yards away. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the fuck it was. So I headed down then, and then probably 300-400 yards away from me, there was 3 more foxes all out. So there obviously must be starting to breed again.
Store on, yeah.
Yeah. Walked down anyway, and as they were about 300 or 400 yards. But then you have to remember now, I was after crossing the road, so I had a fair old wind on me back. Like, got down anyway. Two of them kind of, I won't say broke, but they were fucked. They weren't hanging around. Like, so I got down and I'd put on the thermal. I'd spot them. I'd set up the rifle. I'd on with the light like that. 2 seconds they'd look, and then they'd start to walk. Now, walk. They weren't running. Like, it wasn't a case of trying to let in. They were gone. But with the scent, the smell they were getting, and the torch, they were like, no, I'm not hanging around here.
Yeah.
So then I said, fuck it, I'll keep going. I'll go back after them. And like two of them were probably one more field. Two of them were well and truly ahead, and one lad was kind of hanging around a little bit, And I walked down the field a bit further, and then, like I say, 2 or 3 times I'd walk 50 yards. I'd turn on the torch. By the time I'd done 50, he'd gone 70. So he was actually pushing the distance. Then when I turn on the torch, he'd go another 20 like that. Do you know? Not running, but he'd just be going. Yeah. So I walked down, and I got myself, and I knew I was a fucking fair bit away from him, like probably more than I was comfortable shooting realistically, like. But it was if you had to see this place, like, it was 100% a safe shot. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that way. And got myself set up in the sticks, had him on the thermal, seen where he was, sat the thermal more or less on top of the fucking scope, and I was looking, so I knew, right, he's dead in front of me. So the minute I turn on this,
they should be in the.
I'll get a look at him for a second. So like that, I had myself lined up in the scope, safety off, the whole lot ready to go, on with the torch, seeing the two eyes. I'd say 3 seconds is all I had probably. Pulled the trigger, and a merciful thump. Like,
yeah.
But the difference with the thump, do you notice with the 6.5, depending on the ground you're on, sometimes when it hits the ground, it'll let it thump the same as you're after.
Yeah. It's different, isn't it? Like, I was actually chatting to Rob as well, similar to that, because like I'd know, say with the 270 when he hits something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's very distinctive,
Yeah,
but I'm not at that.
Yeah,
the differentiation between the two.
Yeah,
depending, like as you say, if you're shooting into a kind of a bank, sometimes you'd be fucking
If it's kind of like soft ground, it hits like a waffle fucking thump,
Yeah.
So then I was like, I had heard the thump, but like that, he dropped, like, was out of sight fairly quick. The eyes closed fairly quick, but when you're trying to lamp them, and if the eyes close, obviously you'll lose him straight away.
Yeah.
Or if he's running the fuck away from you.
Yeah.
You'll lose him straight away because you're not getting that glare back, and trying to make him out on the ground is impossible, So I had a fair idea where he was, and I stepped it out and I walked back. I had a fair idea in the general direction of it. So I stepped it out, walked and kept walking, and then I got to 200 and I was like, jeez, I don't think he was fucking this far, like. And I had the thermal on, and I was looking around. This is the beauty of the fucking thermal as well, man. Yeah. Looking, I was like, bang, there he was. Not dead in front of me, but he was still a bit away. But I could see him. He was sticking out like a pair of dog's balls.
Yeah.
Walked direct, just got myself into sight, down with the thermal, walked in a dead straight line, counted my steps again, on with the torch. There she was, straight in front of me.
Deadly.
What
distance were you?
268.
268,
yeah.
Nice shot.
Stone dead. Yeah, dead in front of me. And the beauty about that, man, was I actually done a video and I didn't even post it, but the beauty, I just said on the video, I said, like, sometimes you can talk yourself out of a shot.
Yeah.
And if I was to give anyone a bit of advice, if it's a safe shot to fucking take the fucking shot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think you're better off. Like, take the shot. If it's a safe shot, take it. Obviously, you don't want to be wounding animal, but if you know your gear is right, which I knew my gear was right, instead of talking yourself over.
Look, at some stage, man, that's what you have to do. Like, you have to have confidence in your own ability and your own equipment and so on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, look, probably the hindrance from your perspective, I didn't have my 6.5 as long as your 243 was an extension of your arm, essentially.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So you knew every nut and bolt. You know what I'm saying? You knew its capabilities. You knew, we're talking about sounds and all that. So you knew it inside out. Do you know?
Definitely.
And when that's probably part of the reason why, with Hungry, I'm so anxious to bring my own gun, because I'm only after, transitions. Then somebody hands you, I'm not comfortable enough.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough shot as of yet.
Yeah.
And probably never will be, to be switching between guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
No, I know what you mean.
came to it late. So I'm more comfortable. Just one. Do you know the way when you get a new gun, the action is different, the safety's different,
Yeah.
the feel, the weight,
Trigger is different.
everything's different. So if you have to try and we're only there for a short time, I'm just saying, if you pick up another gun and have to try and the chances of me liking it straight away are fucking slim. Even though it could be the best. A gun that I probably should have in my arm. So
yeah.
But yeah, so I think that has a good bit to do with it. And then you, as you say, like you're never going to have the confidence in your equipment if you don't start trying to safely push out your distance and so on and testing it. And as you did everything. You pushed out on the targets, and you know what I mean. What more can you do? You have 100%. At some stage you're gonna have to pull the.
Sometimes
the trigger.
it comes down to me.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, you can say you need to fucking grow up. Not grow up here, but you need to take your fucking shot. There's no reason you can't take the shot. Everyone's grand. Take the fucking shot. You
were doing it with the 243, so it's it's not a case that
100%.
Your two fingers haven't changed.
Yeah, honest to fuck. Yeah. And in that exact same field, slightly to the right hand side of it, I shot one with the 243 at exactly 243 yards.
There you go.
I think Gaza was with me that night as well. But like that, I had the confidence in all that. But like, if someone says to me at the end of this season, and we've a good bit to go on it yet, but if there's one thing that you really learned, and you maybe learned the hard way, was that you won't. Well, I won't. I can't say for everybody. I'm not a lad that can just pick up a gun and just gel with it straight away.
No.
And if there's one thing I made a mistake of, like I got my gun 3 or 4 days before the first of the season. Like,
yeah, it was tight, man.
Tight, new scope, new moderator, different trigger, new rifle, everything. Do you know what I mean? And it's taken me until now to actually kind of feel comfortable with it. Like really do feel comfortable. And then the caliber, like I think that's a massive thing you overlook is the caliber. Like, because it's the 6.5 and we know the power that's in it and the distances and the bullet weight and all, sometimes you have to kind of say to yourself, yeah, right, relax. Like, it's a bit more than a 243, but you're not shooting a 50 fucking caliber either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's grand. You have a backstop. Once it hits that, it ain't going any further. So,
that's
just
it, man.
Be mindful of that,
Yeah. And look, I think Foxing's a great way to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It is
Brilliant.
a great way to do that because...
Small target, like.
Yeah, and if it brings on your confidence, I know from my perspective, Foxing's after probably elevating my deer hunting.
Yeah.
Because it gives me so much more confidence, you know what I mean? Obviously, you're still shooting a small target area, like the animal's big.
Yeah.
But your actual kill zone is quite small in the deer. So by foxes are notoriously fuckers for moving as well. So like the last week myself and Yanis were out, both foxes were mooching, you know what I'm saying? They weren't standing there to attention waiting for you to take a shot. So they weren't moving fast or anything. But it is, you still have to, you're moving with them, you're adjusting. Especially with the torch. I know we've been spoilt now for the last, especially us here, we're knife vision and stuff like that. But it's actually nice to go back to a bit of lamb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
It is very fucking primitive when you're doing it.
I wouldn't be trading in my terminal, but it is nice though. It is nice.
It's cool, man. It is. Because there's a whole. It adds another layer of fucking of difficulty.
Yeah, he's gonna unlike the thermal or the night vision. Straight away he knows, what the fuck's this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're like, how's he going to react?
And he knows. So you know what I mean? It's the battle of your finger on the trigger.
Who's going to hold fucking...
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So it is. And I think I get now where... Because I heard and it's not something I agree with, but I get it, the whole... The night vision / lamping thing, where... He's like, oh, geez, no, it's not a fair sport and so on and so forth. It's not, and I get it. It does require a little bit more skill on the torch. Absolutely,
it does.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't dispute that for a second.
Because you're doing a lot of other things. You're trying to switch on your torch, trying to get the gun in the general vicinity for the foxes. Try and pick them up in your scope.
Yes.
And normally what you're doing is you're having a look at where the fuck is that?
Where is he?
Then trying to get back down on the stock of the gun.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. Yeah.
So all that's happened. So yeah, it does require a little bit more.
And then as well as that, like you have to adjust the focus.
Yeah,
in that time,
because
you just see a blurry pair of eyes, and then you need to adjust that, and then you're hoping that he's going to sit there long enough to allow you to do that. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So all that's happened, and then of course, then the other side of that is with the night vision. What I like about it is it's just a lot more safe. You know, I think
it is. Yeah,
because when you're lamping with a lamp, I find, you know, normally the torch line is, you know, it's ending give or take where the fucking fox is. Do you know what I'm saying?
Because doesn't show you what's behind it, like.
Yeah, you know, and whereas the night vision, especially with the infrared, you know, it's giving out that wider beam. So you're picking up a lot more. You know, I just find it gives me an extra layer of safety. That's all it is.
Definitely, absolutely.
You know, technically, all you're doing is you're combining the two technologies. You know what I'm saying, and wrapping them up in one.
Yeah,
you've a built-in torch in your fucking night vision. That's you know. Yeah, it's still to pull the trigger and to get on target still requires the same level of accuracy and proficiency, you know.
I think I was just trying to sum it up to like an analogy there. Do you know, when we're just talking about shooting foxes and deer and stuff, and I think it's true to say that not all deer hunters can shoot foxes, and not all fox hunters will shoot a deer. And what I mean by that is, you could have the best shot in the world. Say you're out shooting foxes, yeah, and you need to be more accurate with a fox than you do with a deer. I don't care what I'm saying. It's a much smaller target.
Yeah.
They move a lot more. So, you know, I think it's fair to say you need to be more accurate with a fox.
Yeah, and bear in mind, they're normally walking in grasses, you know, this time of year especially is, you know, they're 3 or 4 inches. It's up around their knees, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you've even... I'm not saying you're shooting their legs anyway, but the target's moving between grass, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. So, like for a fox hunter, you need to be a good shot, like, you know. And I'm not saying the deer hunters that you don't necessarily, you do, but there's a difference, right? So with a fox, you need to be very, very accurate. It needs to be down to a fairly small area, especially depending on the caliber rifle that you're using. Yeah, it's like a 1.7 shot. You need to be extremely accurate, because if you don't put him in the wrong place, he'll go, like, he'll run. You won't get him, like. So there's definitely that aspect of it. But then on the flip side of that, just because you're accurate with a rifle doesn't mean you'll be able to hunt deer. Because with the deer, it's not necessarily how accurate you are, but it's the skill to get yourself into a position to get to a distance to have a safe shot at a deer. Yeah. Deer are 1,000,000 times more skittish than a fox. Yeah. You try any of that shit with a deer, not with a lamp, but I mean, you won't get to that distance. No, you won't. Like, not a hope.
The first sign is noise or disturbance, they're gone. Like, they're gone before you even know they're there. You know, in a lot of cases.
Exactly. So. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know, that's the difference that's there. You know?
Yeah, they're two kind of different skill sets, aren't they? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, yeah. Funny enough, when I was out with Giannis as well, similar to that. It's so. Just when you were telling the story about the lamb shy ones and the ones that actually set up for a shot, but like that, it's like a tale of two halves. You know, you give a squeak in the back of your hand, and fucking a fox runs in like a steam train in one field. Yeah, and you're calling like fuck in another field. Yeah, and nothing. Like he's looking up and saying, "Yeah, I ain't going near you, man." I've seen you, Shawnee.
I've seen you, Shawnee. I know I'm safe enough so to stay here. That's shocking. Well, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, they're not running away from you. Yeah, but they're like, no.
I'm out of range. This fucker. I know they're not. But like, you know what I'm saying? They're staying in that kind of safe zone, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And
then there's other ones. Then they meant to hear a squeak the next, and they're gone like a
fucking
train.
Scalded cat lad. Yeah,
you know. So you wonder what interests some and doesn't interest another. You know?
I'd say it's past experiences. I'd say they've someone has tried this trick with me before and it didn't end well or whatever. Do you know? So I'd say there's a lot of that. Like,
funny, I remember. Derek, a guy I know very well, but he's a real old cell. A bit older than myself, a year or so older than myself, but this lad is just a fucking wealth of knowledge, man. You know, like a big gentle giant. But you'd learn more just by observing this fella in the night. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Learn to shoot off iron sights, all that kind of stuff. The old,
Holy shit!
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a very accomplished shooter, but like that, I remember he brought me out foxing. Actually, Rob as well. This was a couple of years back in his own field, and I remember him like teaching us, small little things. Like he wasn't doing it like a school teacher, but he was there. Like he had this lamp, a fucking hand lamp, and he was there. Like, see that one there? Now that fox there. That's a resident fox. I said, how the fuck do you know if it's a resident fox?
Yeah.
Because he said, the minute I put that lamp on him, he's gone, because he knows where they hole up. He says he's going straight for the hole.
Fair enough.
And he says, and we went on, the night went on, and he was shining it, and he said, see that one there? That's one that's after coming in. Because they stop and they're looking left, right. They don't know which way to go.
Fuck go. Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And he said you'll have more success with the ones coming in because they don't know. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the other ones have, they've heard me out here before.
Yeah.
They've seen the lamp on them. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
yeah.
he knows. My friend was out here before.
Yeah, he never came home.
Yeah, that fucking lamp come on and Johnny was gone.
That was honest to fuck. Yeah.
So it was all that type of stuff, and then the weather. The good nights to be out, with the bit of dew where all the slugs come out, to be out rustling for the slugs or the dung spread.
Yeah.
Or when the bales are after being picked up.
Yeah. Ploughing fields, any of that. Yeah, definitely.
That kind of stuff. So there's nights specific to it that'll make good foxing nights.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then the flip side of that, and I'd love to know, is there's nights where you're out and you have everything going right.
Yeah.
And they don't come out.
Yeah.
So there's something else that we don't know about that holds them off. I have been out, man, and I think I talked about on this before, down at McKeever, down in his land, like that. There was bales that been lifted. Genuine, I'm not making this up. There was bales that been lifted out of the field. 100% there's foxes in that area. There's a word at the minute. Bales rat been lifted. It was a nice kind of cold night, but not outrageously. I had the wind in my favour. It wasn't overly bright. Everything was lining up, man, for there to be foxes. We actually had killed a couple of rabbits and emptied, cleaned them out. So there was a, like, if ever a lad was to say, I would have bought, I would have bet any money. And we sat there for 2 hours, man. Not one.
Not one.
And I was, every time, like I said, one's going to pop out here now in 2 minutes. And not one.
And funny enough, you should say that, like, because that, obviously, I remember Mark Lynn, Northern Mercy, telling, with pheasants, he used to use the thing, like, think like a pheasant, like, what am I after to eat? Where would I get it? Where would I hold up? Where would I, and he said, if you start thinking that vein, he says, 8 times out of 10, where you think there'll be something will be, but similar to a fox, when you were describing that there, the bales being lifted, were they lifted during the day? I'm not being devil's advocate, because they do be out during. Janos was telling me he's hunted quite a few during the day. I personally never have. I think I've only shot one fox, I think, during the day.
Yeah.
My entire.
I'd shoot them more during the day, but when they're like, I look, I could be completely wrong. I've shot them during the day loads of times, but in the summer months, like say after having a litter, or do you know what I mean? There's cubs, or then but this time of year, no, I wouldn't usually. Maybe in the morning, but
yeah,
that's something I've never done actually. I was only thinking that today. I'd love to do. Go out early in the morning for one.
Man, I was on the way up to Wicklow a couple of months back. I think, did I tell you that? No. Counted 5-6 foxes. They were everywhere.
Everywhere in the morning.
Yeah,
see, there you go. That was during the summer, or that was
just a couple of weeks back.
Oh, when you were going out for deer, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. I'd love to do that. I'd never think of doing that.
Yeah. That's the thing I might change in the IHP challenge now, is get out early and try and get a fox.
Get a fox. Yeah, that could be a good one. Yeah, that could be a good one. Yeah.
Oh, but sure, lookers. You've best laid plans, like you end up like your plan on Friday. Up in Hatters after 5 minutes.
Honest to fuck, lad. All fucked up. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which, we're putting that out to the IHP community, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we'll obviously put up a post on it for everyone. So obviously the IHP challenge is going ahead bigger and better than ever this year.
Yeah.
We've already got a one fella after, within a couple of minutes getting onto us, one of the companies and suppliers, they're going to donate prizes to it. So we're going to have a nice big prize bundle this year.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of it is this year, probably more inclusion. Like we were relatively new. It was our first time to do it last year, but we had lads onto us going, I never fished in my life. I'd love to do it, but I never caught a pike. And then there was pike fishers going, should I even have a gun? Or do you know what I mean? I'd love to do it. So I think what we did decide what we're going to do was we were
open up the species pool.
Exactly. Yeah. I think what we call it, we were calling it Earth. What we call it?
Earth, wind and water, wasn't that it?
Yeah, or land, wind and water.
Yeah,
or
something like that. Yeah.
So basically what it's going to be is, and we will finalise all the details on this, is that we want whatever your profession is, if it's 1, all, 2, 3, there's 3 species we want. If you're an avid fisherman and you want to do, I have a boat, I'm going out off the coast, then I want 3 species of a sea fish.
Yeah.
Any 3 you want. Provided it's all within season, it's all above board.
Yeah.
Treat them. If you're a man that enjoys just the field sports end of things, rabbit, it could be a rabbit, a fox, a pheasant. If that's the way you want to go down it, or it could be we're going to have duck in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's where it's going to be. Then if you're in a river fisher, then you can get trouts out of season. But if you want to go down the coast, you can go a roach, a perch, and a pike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going to open it all up.
And that'll be cool. And then obviously there'll be probably, we'll give spot prizes maybe to the guys and girls that can encompass as many or different or the more extravagant. You know what I'm saying? If it is a little bit more difficult, obviously they'll have to be rewarded for that type of thing.
Yeah.
But we want to try and make it bigger, better than ever before.
Yeah. It's going to be great. I really can't. I think what we will probably do this year is we're probably going to try and kind of keep everyone informed. We'll be going a lot more live throughout the day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We didn't. I don't think. Do we even have a Facebook account of that's just last year?
I'm not too sure if we did or not. To be
I don't think so, man.
We probably didn't. We probably fucking didn't. I'd say there's going to be entrants in the hundreds, if not, I'd say thousands, maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to really, really spread this out. So I think what we will do is we're going to sit down this week and we're going to finalise it. We're going to get a poster done. We're going to get dates, the whole job lot.
Yeah.
Put it up there, and we want all our entries in. You'll have to sign up via email address. Give us the name of your team, your club. You can enter it in pairs.
Yeah.
We'll get it all up there, and we'll get it all.
We'd encourage us to get into pairs. There were some cool teams last year.
Exactly.
I think last year was anyone that entered.
Some crack.
had a memorable day out.
Yeah, savage crack. I really did love it, man. It was some fucking crack.
It was brilliant. I think back. I probably didn't enjoy it as much while I was doing it as I did looking back and doing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, really cool. And I'm looking forward to it. There's loads of things I want to change. They'll probably be still wrong this year, but sure, that's all part of the game, isn't it?
All part of the game, man.
Yeah.
All part of the game.
So,
it's just some crack. And I think the time of the year that it is, everyone's good out form. I even remember going in for a bit of grub and it was nice, it was cold and it was just fucking, I loved it, man. It was deadly. It was deadly, yeah.
I think what we will do is that we'll have to try and, do a closing date for the entries, not to be fucking ball buster around, but
no, we have to
because again we were trying to do all that right up until the day, and then we were trying to get out and stuff as well. So I want to try and leave it enjoyable for everyone. So probably have a cut off point of a couple of days before, and there's have your teams in, have it all registered. And then there'll be some really cool prizes at the end of it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I think I'd also encourage the gun clubs to get involved. You know what I mean? There's an awful lot of gun clubs out there, and we did get a couple in last year as well. So I'd encourage lads in the gun club this year. Unlike other years, you've been in a gun club, you can get we'll have all the details about a pheasant, a snipe, and a woodcock, or a duck, as it want to be.
Yeah.
So there's no, you don't have to try and drop everything and go for a pike in the middle of the day. Absolutely, if you want to, knock yourself out.
The deer hunters, man, they have a fox, they have a deer.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? What else?
Shadow of a doubt,
you can, if you have a 2-2, you can go out and get your little rabbit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
get your rabbit.
There's a nice one.
Get your rod. We'll open it up to the whole job. Yeah, exactly. So there'll be no excuses. Everyone will be able to get involved in it, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good old crack.
If lads come back now with a fucking a crow, a pigeon, and a fucking magpie or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be acting the maggot.
No,
now.
exactly. No,
Do you know
for
what I mean?
fuck's sake, you have to put it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll categorically take the crow and the magpie off it anyway, right? Definitely, 100%. But no, look, it'll be savage out of crack, man.
It'd be great crack. I'm looking forward to that. That's look. We've a few things to get in motion.
What are you going to go for? Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it that people have to tell us what they're going to go for? I think that'd be only fair.
I think that'd be fair, wouldn't it?
You have to, when you sign up, you said that this is the three species.
You have to give the 3 species. If you get 5 or 6, grand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
definitely.
at least
Yeah.
sign up for.
Exactly. A target to actually go for.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I think that'd be the right job. Yeah, definitely. What are you going to go for?
I'm definitely going to go for a fox.
Yeah,
because it's at the minute, man. If I'm being really honest, I think it's my favorite hunting at the minute.
No way.
Yeah. I find them. I find that I get. I love that time of the night. You know what I mean? Because I'm chilled.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm out for the deer hunting, I find I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
Now I always enjoy it. I always love it. And there's nothing. I think it's 2 different worlds, but just at the minute, I love fox hunting.
Yeah.
I think they're elusive. They're you know what I mean. There's something about a fox. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's cool going into a field and seeing one. Like, I think it's cool when you go in and you're like, oh fuck, there's one here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So you're going fox anyway.
I'm going to fox. I'm going to probably go deer.
Right.
Yeah, fox, deer, and pheasant maybe.
Come on.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're fucking spreading it a bit there now.
Yeah.
Think of the travel involved and all
No,
that
there will be.
stuff.
There will be travel. There will be travel, and it will be.
But then you can do it as a team. Are you going to team up with ankles?
Oh, sure. Look, it'll have to bring him out, man.
yeah. It's his day out.
He doesn't get out much. I have to bring him out and show him how it's done. You know.
Yeah.
Although there wouldn't be much shot last year without him.
Oh, yeah. No, that'll be good old crack, lad. Yeah. That'll be good old crack. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think that's the. I'd love to do the pike though. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing the pike, man. I'm doing it.
I know.
If someone says to me, like, what am I doing? I'd say, well, I'm definitely going for the pike. And that's the one I didn't get last year.
Yeah, I know. Same as that. I haven't caught a pike yet.
Yeah.
I love the whole. I love it. You know, I love the whole fucking.
Yeah.
The elusiveness and the difficulty of it. But the hard one from my perspective is the pheasant, because we don't like slightly larger numbers this year, but still elusive, man. You know.
Yeah. I could struggle in that one out this year, because like last year I had one of the lads was with me with his dog and stuff, and he's not really doing any hunting this year, so I could struggle in that one too now.
Yeah,
I really could, you know.
Look, what we might have to do is we might have to just we'll have to make it. We'll no doubt to be wagers and all kinds of stuff going on between.
Yeah.
You'll obviously the Bell Ross will be going.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. I think McKeever and Giannis are going to team up.
Deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Giannis to be the dark horse, man. He have 3 foxes in the box, the bag by fucking 7 o'clock in the morning.
Honest to God, man. Yeah, I think the teams is great. Like, and again, you certainly don't have to do it in a team, but I think the team takes some pressure off. Like, you could say, right, you fucking go down there after a duck. I'm going to stay here for 2 hours after a pike, or I'm going to go for the deer.
It brings strategy into it. I think, you know,
definitely fucking does, man.
But
yeah.
Look, I think that's one element of it. But then it can add to the fucking pressure as well if you don't come home with that.
I know.
So, what are you going after then?
So I'm definitely going to go after the pike.
Yeah,
absolutely the pike, and then I might go after. So definitely the pike, fox, and I might go after a duck, man. Yeah. I'm actually half thinking of getting out the old boat.
Are you?
And doing 2 in the 1.
Oh yeah, you slimy fucker. You. See, you sprung this all away.
Fuck off! You said you said you were going after a fucking.
There'll be 2 holes in that boat now.
Grogan, I say the engine. Oh,
she's great. Yeah,
there's 2 oars.
She goes great with a pile of sand in there.
Knock yourself fucking out.
That mightn't be a bad shout, man.
Yeah, I was thinking of that now. Weather depending, you see. That's the fucking thing about that plan.
That's the problem there. You have to nail your colours to the mast, and then if it changes.
Yeah.
But like you have a few little spots for duck though as well, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
You want to start fucking feeding them?
Yeah, honestly. See, there's fucking ducker everywhere now, lads. There's water
That's the
fucking
problem.
everywhere. Like, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, there's water fucking everywhere. So, but then that might change by then. But yeah, I don't honestly know, man. The pheasant could be the dodgy one with me now, honestly, because it could be. But I kind of would love to do the pheasant because it's something very special about shooting pheasants that time of year.
Yeah, and I think look at that. It's our, what would you say? It's our biggest traditional hunting sport. Hunting.
It is.
Hunting.
It's
like
like
exactly. So it's kind of iconic, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think maybe that, like, obviously the Ross will come with me, so I could. Ross is like you. He's never caught a pike, but I know he has a natural graffer and a love for fishing. Yeah, I know he does it. I know you're the very very same. Yeah. It's something. It's only going to get more and more, and when you start catching pike and stuff like that, you're going to be like, I really enjoy this, you know.
So to get my first one off I might try. Like, I'll have to confer. Obviously, look, I'm after saying now. Oh, he'll be awful tizzy with me now, man. Because I'm after saying, I'm just thinking that there, like, ankles. So he said, I'm after saying foxing is my favourite type of hunting at the minute. And that could change, just because he'd be there thinking, oh, she don't like hunting with me now. Like going out alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That it changes. I think when
the weather's
the frosty nights. Yeah. I love them nights, man. I just live for them nights.
Love them.
I think back every night last year. Now, Avril didn't like them too much because, like, I'd be fucking gone till 2 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah, you would, yeah. Easy, man, you would, yeah. I'm weird about lamping, man. I prefer lamping on my own. And I don't mean that in, like, an antisocial way. I kind of do, for some weird reason. I just think, I don't know what it is, man.
But see, you can't really talk. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't, yeah. Do
you know what I mean? So, like, it's kind of like an isolated thing.
It is, yeah. Like, it's grand with you. Because we know, like, we don't need to talk. Yeah. Do you know that sort of way?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But if you're going with someone that you're not, like, you know, you don't know real well or they're not...
Yeah, you feel like you have to fill in blanks and stuff. You do all that kind of awkward stuff.
You think I'm being fucking ignorant here and I'm not talking to him, do you know?
And I find as well, man, especially with the thermal, like, I'm constantly... Whereas, say if you think back before you'd lamp a field. Yeah. And you move on. Yeah. Now it's
stand there.
You call.
Yeah.
You look.
You
call again.
Yeah.
Give 5 minutes. You look again. As you're walking, you're looking. Do you know what I'm saying? You're far more busier.
Yeah.
But I like that whole busyness thing. I think it's cool.
Because in fairness with the lamp, you're not trying to overuse the lamp either.
No, you're limiting the use of anything.
You're like, I don't want to be fucking flashing lamps all over the fucking field. Come on, 3 fields away, go. Yeah. So fucking disco, what's going on here to be gone? But yeah, that is actually very, very true. Yeah, that is fucking true. Yeah.
Yeah, but like what you said, like, I think, you know, anytime we've gone out foxing and stuff, I think, you know, you kind of know each other. You know each other's game. You know what I'm saying? So like, like, if one comes up, you know, you take it. Or
when's the fucking last time we actually two of us were hunting?
We had the blitz. Remember?
The which
4 or 5 that night. Remember?
Well, the 4 or 5 foxes.
Yeah.
When was that?
Jesus, it was a good way to go, man.
Like, when the fuck?
Do you remember on the?
Did we go down to your place?
No. Remember? No, you wouldn't get you away from this place. You fucking tried. Do you remember the little place where the rabbits? Remember, I shot the black rabbit.
Oh yeah. Was that not down McKeever's then? No, was that down the Big Macs? No. Oh yes,
the back of the hill. Remember?
Yeah, the back of the hill. Yeah. Jeez, that's a good while ago. Lad.
It is a good while.
That was back during the summer, like.
Yeah.
That was well back during the summer.
Yeah.
That was before we went to Galway.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a long time. That's the last time me and you were out.
That is the last time me and you were out, lad.
For any hunting at all?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. No, we did one other night foxing up here. Remember up the hill, remember?
Did we? Oh, yeah.
Was it after that?
We could have. Did we get on that night, no?
No.
Had we what guns did we then? 1.7 or?
I think we were all guns there, man. Did we?
Did we?
I think so. Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah? Jeez, that's a good way to go. So too.
Sure, look at that. Sure, I've asked you
Jesus.
loads of times.
You didn't hear bollocks, you lying
I
bastard.
fucking did. I asked you to come down. Fox. I told you Fox is puking out my place. I've asked you about 5. No, I'm going to hang around my
I'm
place.
after asking you a load of times as well, so I'll not even start.
No, 'cause that's what you do. You hang around your place. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
then I'm just going to hang around here.
Yeah.
Like, well, right,
Yeah.
right. No, but sure.
So it's all coming out now. You want lake hunting on your own. You should have just come out and said it. You don't want me hunting with you.
No,
Grand.
no. I'll tell you, this time of year it's grand. But you know what, like, say during the summer, like, even though you're only 15 minutes from here, but still, if you're not going till 9 o'clock, by the time you drive down there, go out and then drive back.
Yeah, it makes it look.
Does.
Similar to that, like the last while, just with obviously with the newborn and stuff like that, you know, I don't stay out as long.
Yeah,
because like you're back at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's one element, and then
Yeah.
I don't know how long my energy is going to last when I get out. You know what I mean? You get a bit of adrenaline, and you go, you know, you get the boost. But like the last night, I was out with Giannis, and 11:30, man, I had enough now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wrecked.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So it's nice to be able to drive up to date and roll into bed.
Yes, it is lovely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The nice thing about this time of year as well, you know, when you put the kids to bed, and like you're like, that's sort of like, I'm heading off now. I love that, like 7 o'clock in the evening. I love it. It's fucking great, man.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah,
no, it is good. It is good.
We'll get out for a shot, man. We'll get out for a shot. Come
No, we
here.
will.
Before we go any further, will we do a bit of gear?
Let's do it.
And now it's time for a little thing we like to call Let's Talk Gear.
This section of the Irish Hunting Podcast is sponsored by the Pulsar Telos LRF XP50 handheld thermal spotter. It's more sensitive, incredible at detection in all weather, because the Telos LRF XP50 has a huge sub 18 millikelvin NETD thermal sensor. For a thermal that's always got you covered, look no further than the Telos LRF XP50 handheld thermal spotter from Pulsar.
Anthony Grogan, what have you got for us this week, lad?
Now, we're going all scientific here, man, and let's talk gear.
This yoke is...
Yeah, it's a job. We were after doing your knife there.
Super job, man. That is as sharp as that has been since I bought it, and I'm not exaggerating, man.
Yeah.
That is sharp. That is.
Now,
what I like.
we could probably do it. We only kind of did it as kind of glossed over. We could probably get that a little bit better, just by a bit more strop on there. But
yeah, you'll leave it with you there, and I'll leave it.
What strop? Yeah, so it's the Worksharp Pro. Like there's look, it looks really fucking complicated. And I was, you know, I can use it, so it's not.
That's for sure.
That is for sure. But yeah, so like it's very simple. So you have a little kind of a guided sharpener. So it's a plate with magnetic attachments with a range of different stones from, I think there's 7 in the box. They start at like 220, which is, you can probably see there, as
fairly coarse, is it?
very coarse.
Okay, yeah.
And then they go up.
Wow.
Yeah, your 320s all the way down to your ceramic, which is that one.
My God, that's coarse, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
The Lord, and Jesus, man, that is serious bit of
That's
gear,
the
isn't it?
ceramic, and then you're obviously your stropping leather. Then
Yeah, just to put the final. The Lord, jeez.
take all the burrs off. So yeah, and I like that. I remember when we had Fran on, he was talking about these kind of accoutrements, and I was saying, but yeah, it does make a huge difference. That ceramic is a job. You said yourself, try to do nothing to the blade, but it's the piece of resistance at the end of it. But basically, yeah, this is adjustable rod here. You get a little in this kit, this particular one. You get a digital angle guide, so it just clips onto the rod.
Yeah.
I think we did a little video on it.
Yeah.
But that clicks on, you sit that on your blade, and then obviously just mounted to the desk, click it on, and there's a little dial at the top here that up and down with your
Changes the angle.
for your angle. So I think we put a 22-degree angle on your blade. So it's a little bit, you can go down, I think, in around. Now, I just noticed on the smaller blades, which your blade was, just a stumpier blade.
Yeah.
This particular, this one here that I have on the Worksharp won't do it, right? Because it won't allow you to go down past, I think, 23 degrees or something, because it's hitting the edge of the blade. So this one here is for slightly longer knives.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's really cool. So there's a stabilizing block that goes underneath that to stop when you're putting a little bit of pressure on, that it doesn't bounce up
bend
and down. Off the angle.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a handy little piece of kit. It's really quick. So you lock in your blade there to 2 little jaws.
Yeah.
Tighten it up on the dial. And then it's as simple as that. You start at your coarse one and you work from side to side.
Okay.
With your angle. Pretty fucking foolproof.
Would you work from the handle out or from the tip?
I work from the handle out to the tip.
The handle out to the tip.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fair enough.
You get one nice smooth motion. So you're kind of, as you're coming down, you're going out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It is a serious bit of gear. This is proper knife sharpening. Like,
look, it's the only sharpener you'll need, you know.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is then, so if you're working on the edge of the desk, this here, you press a button and you can flip the knife, so you don't have to unclip it out of the jaw.
Holy shit, yeah.
So it goes from side to side.
Okay.
Again, a feature that they have on it, say if you're not working on the edge of a desk, so if you have that in the middle of a table,
okay,
rather than, obviously the butt of your knife is going to hit on the table,
okay,
so they have a little lever here at the back, tilts
you can
back,
angle the whole thing,
spins around and switches her back around. So and then for your serrated, the serrated edge,
yes,
what's that? Have a little round ceramic there for keeping them for the gut hook or whatever, you know.
My God, man. So where is this available from? Where can you get?
I got this online.
Okay.
I got this online. I can't remember. B2B, I think, was the name of the store I got it off.
Okay.
But they are available online. I think I'm almost sure you can get them on Amazon now.
Oh, can you? Right.
Yeah, and they come with this little gadget here for all your pen knives and smaller blades, which we did with yours.
Yeah.
So that's a little tabletop that clips onto your set. So yeah, with that set you get 7, your tabletop, your little digital monitor, and your stabilizing block. And yeah, look at I've sharpened my own knife with it.
Yeah,
we've sharpened yours there pretty quickly, a couple of minutes, and it's job done.
Fran O'Toole will be proud of you, man.
No, I'm telling you, man.
I think Fran will be saying, "Good on you."
Lucky enough, I resisted the pull through one on my good blade, which he'll be delighted to hear. So
yeah. Jesus, no, that is a serious job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, and look, it's good to have it in the room where you can.
Yeah,
as you say, when the lads come in, they can.
I just the build quality of that now is class. Even when you're moving it over there, like it's the build quality that's in that is absolutely,
it's spot on.
It is spot on. Yeah. Everything's tight, rigid. It's made to last. I'd say just by looking at it there, like I'm just looking at the way this thing is put together. It is made to last.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Before I bought that one, I just looked. I think they had an old model, and some of the things there that I highlighted have been corrected. So that the turn of the blade. Obviously, if it was in the middle of a bench, so they did that at the lever function there.
Okay.
The rod here, I think these are all held on by screws now, where the other ones weren't. So you can actually take these off. You can take this rod off.
Okay.
And you take that out as almost a hand sharpener if you want.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah, they're look at what they've done is they've listened to their users and again, this little thing here is a funky gadget.
That is deadly. Little angle reader.
Yeah,
class.
Like you can keep if you're finding that your edge is dulling too quick or something.
Yes,
you want to put probably a flatter edge on it, which will be obviously a little bit more last you a bit longer, but probably won't be as razor sharp as the finer angles. So yeah, you can find. Under the guidance of Fran, I think he said 21 or 22 degrees, I think.
Okay.
But I look at it online, some people say, 17 degrees. So look, you can test it out. It's pretty easy to.
Yeah, honest to God, yeah. What kind of money?
They're under 300 aids now. I think you can get them for in around 250, 280, I think.
Yeah, it's a good investment, man.
Look, it's a lot of dollars, don't get me wrong, but I think coming up to Christmas, if there's women listening in, and be a nice present for a lad who's has his knives and into his knives and stuff. And I actually have to do my book knife. I haven't. It's as blunt as anything. So like that, I'll do it on that one.
Talk about blunt, man. I'm just going to hand you this live on this podcast. Like, you don't know how blunt until you. Meow Letterman, right? Man, that's actually not even a bad one. Now, there's lumps broke off this, but there's not a blade. You'll come across more blunt than that. Feel that?
God, Jesus.
it's
like a back scratcher now, isn't it?
It's honestly, it's like a letter opener. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I tell you, where would you be without them?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I have that. I must have that. I'd say I've that 20 year now at this stage, like, and I'm trying to get this blade for it. I want to bring it back to, do you know what I mean? Have everything. There's one or two little bits that was now using it as a pry bar. There's no point saying anything different.
That's exactly what that was.
That's exactly what that was. To snap the end off it, but I must get a blade for it.
Yeah, I think you can get all the interchangeable parts, are they? Yeah.
I think you can. Ireland is tricky, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ireland is tricky. I've contacted a few people about it and they didn't want to know anything about it. To be honest with you, do you know, that's the annoying thing about it. Which, if that was in other places, you'd get all those bits. No bother.
You'd probably buy a new one as cheap as you buy the couple of parts first, you know?
Yeah, you probably would. But there's a lifetime warranty on them, though.
Yeah.
Like that, they realistically...
Well, you probably shouldn't have mentioned you use it as a pry bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true enough. Yeah, well, they don't say not to use it.
Yeah, well, I suppose. Yeah.
But no, serious bit of gear. Yeah. Come here, marks out of 10 for that. So,
I think a good 9.2, 9.5, man.
yeah,
you know,
there's not.
There's very little. You could. The price point is obviously a little bit high, but the quality of the build and everything, as you said, you've huge range of angle.
Yeah.
You know, you can do all your kitchen utensils with it.
Yeah.
There's very little. I could actually the one thing I probably, do you know this little block here?
Yeah.
Well, it does create a stable. You know, see that little bit of rock in there? It does take that out, right?
Yeah.
But what I notice, say on the longer blades,
Okay.
you have to be very fucking gentle because as you come towards the end of the blade, you're actually, you know, the pressure on the blade. So maybe, and it's very small, maybe something that will come out with two little legs on it to support the blade. Okay. The longer blades.
Yeah.
That'd be the only thing I could knock it on.
Okay.
And it's very, and again, a small little thing is where the ceramic. You have the ceramic there for the serrated edge.
Yes.
Or the gut hook, wherever. If that was interchangeable with a few of the finer Honan ones, do you know what I'm saying?
Job too. Yes,
but look at it, like, I mean,
no, in fairness, Jesus Christ,
they'd be only two little things I could think of, you know.
Yes, but geez, she's a fair job. It is expensive, but at the same time, we said this time and time again that you get what you pay for. Like you can go, like you can absolutely 100% go to some of the get your universal knife shot that you pull through or whatever for fucking 20 or 30 fucking euro, like, and that's grand. But your knife will be fucked, like, you know what I mean.
I have them home in the butcher room, you know what I'm saying. And like that, they're great because they give you an instant edge in the butcher room when you can't do this, like.
Yes. But like. Them butcher's knives, after a while, you just fuck them out and you buy a new knife.
Because like you can actually see before your eyes, like there's metal shavings coming out. Of your hand.
Absolutely.
You
you see
saying?
these little bits. Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. All that is doing is literally just shaving
a new blade edge. Great for the butcher room. This is more like I'm going to do my kitchen knives with this. Just to get, you know, the nice edges on them, and then just you can use your strap and leather or whatever just to keep them topped up. You know,
that's a super job, man. Yeah, she's a nice job. What? Give me the name again.
The Worksharp Pro.
The Worksharp Pro.
They also have a little field version, which I'll have one of them as well, just for fucking little pocket one. Yeah. And like that, it comes with like a hand guide for the angle and so on and so forth. It has a couple of different, but again, we'll demonstrate on down the road on one of our. It's slightly, it's not slightly. I think it's about $70 or $80.
Okay,
so you can have it in your pocket. Okay. Did I show you that one? No,
you did. You did. Yeah, I didn't see it in the flesh, but I think you sent me pictures of it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, handy little thing. So, we'll demonstrate that down the road.
Happy days, man. Happy days. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the Worksharp Pro.
Yeah, 9.2 out of 10.
9.2 out of 10. Hard to beat that, man. Hard to beat that. Come here, we're going to go on now and talk about a bit of food now in a minute. But there was something else I meant to ask you. Yeah, will you get out for a shot now? You won't get out this weekend at all, will you?
The young one has an award ceremony on Saturday. My only chance will be probably Sunday. So it'll be weather dependent and everything going well.
Yeah.
And I'm we talked off air. I'm after a nightmare of a week, so I don't know whether I'm going to be up for it or not. But I'll try.
Try, yeah. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. Yeah. We're going to you're
out Saturday, aren't you? Yeah, you're Saturday.
What's that?
You're out Saturday?
I'm out Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to go out Saturday myself. Big Mac, Yanis and Cooper are heading for Wicklow, man. We're going to hit a couple of spots. Cooper has me heart broke to bring him, so I said Saturday's the day, man. We'll bring him out. Big Mac is here, and he was here last night, and he says, oh, Jez, you're going for deer. Because I said to him Friday, and he couldn't go because he was working, so he says to me, oh geez, if you're going for deer now this Friday, like I'll take the day off or whatever. And I said, no, I won't get going this Friday, but I'll go early Saturday morning. And he says, oh yeah, like how early? And I says, well, I'd probably have to pick you up around 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Like, this is a good, nearly a 2 hour drive up here. Like, right. I said, if it's too early, we can go some more time. No, I go. So I'm half expecting now to text him tomorrow and he go, oh, Jez, I have to do such and such thing, you know.
So, look, Big Mac, it's 5 pints of Guinness instead of 8.
Yeah, honestly,
that's it.
He could drink 18, in fairness, the sick animal, he'd still get up. He'd still get up.
There's no stopping him. There's no doubt about that.
He's an absolute fucking animal. He would love to have went to Hungary as well, but he's had been on a couple of trips this year already now, so he'd be killed if he goes anymore, but he would love to.
There's a bit of fiberglass to be done in Hungary, lad.
Yeah, honest to God, lad. There's
a blind there somewhere that needs a bit of
honest to God.
Bit of roof and top up.
Yeah, exactly. You could make a few bob out, but so look, that's the plan. We get out Saturday and see how she goes.
And fairness, he'd be great crack, actually.
He would be. He'd be. You don't knock some crack out.
Stop the lights.
My God. Oh, excuse me, yawning on air. Come here, let's say to you, the Hunter's Table. We've nailed down that name, man.
The Hunter's Table.
I like it. What have you got for us this week? You've got something.
Yeah, I'm going to read this off because I did a little bit of a...
Now, I've tasted these. I presume you haven't altered the ingredients, have you?
No. Apart from I've learned something throughout the year since I last met them. But obviously, tipping around with Jack the few times that we did.
Buttermilk.
The buttermilk, yeah.
I was going to say, I knew that was the one thing you were going to change, yeah.
So I did that, and it is game changer. And I've tried them with normal breadcrumb, and if you can get your hands on, homemade brown bread or I used to make me sourdough. I actually need some sourdough starter if anyone knows where there's, because I don't have the life to fucking make some.
Is sourdough, is that like eggplant? Is that you can use it like eggplant for it? Is it? No, like it keeps growing. Is that it's like flour and water. You know what I'm saying? You let it ferment, and then you keep feeding it. Then you take a little bit out, put a little bit in, and then you keep feeding it, and the bubbles. So it's natural yeast. It takes the natural yeast out of the air and so on. Yeah,
so it's a live bacteria.
Yeah.
And you use a scoop of that then to make your sourdough rather than buying yeast.
Yeah.
And obviously then because I'm looking at a documentary actually, and they've dictated that I think in parts of Italy, Rob actually recommended live to 100.
I watched little bits of it. Yeah.
I'm watching it, man. So like I know what not to do. I don't want to live to 100, man.
No, I know. Yeah. It depends, I suppose, of the type of life you have.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Jeez, I'm bollocks now. The time I'm fucking 80 now, I'll be.
Yeah.
If it's not even 80 now, fair play to you. But I think I'll be. I'll be ready for off.
Yeah.
But so the breads actually with sourdough. Whatever kind of live or whatever the good bacteria and stuff in it, actually helps, or is one of the factors in the long life in certain areas of the world. Even though they eat quite a lot of breads, which is
carbs,
told,
not to eat, okay,
but it's a sourdough carb. So there you go. So that's the one thing. How did I go from Pheasant Goujons to
sourdough?
Yeah, but I did this with both. Partridge and Pheasant, and it works equally beautifully with same. And I'll be doing this tomorrow night, so I'll probably throw up a little video or picture or something. But very, very simple, man. So like, you need, and you can alter these ingredients, like, because these are only ones pheasant breasts, a bit of buttermilk, 250ml, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, salt, pepper. I use the zest and the juice of a lemon or two, depending on how many you're making. Sourdough bread crumbs, and I think they are, sourdough breadcrumbs are homemade brown bread, a kind of a meaty breadcrumb. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A nice gnarly fucking texture on them.
Yes.
Couple of eggs beaten in a bowl, bit of flour, oil for deep frying, and then for your dip, I just do a third of a cup of mayonnaise, a couple of garlic cloves minced, a squeeze of the lemon juice that you have, mix that up, and that's your dip for them. Throw the pheasant just into the buttermilk overnight, as Jack said, if you can, a couple of hours, if not. Before you do that, actually put your spices into the buttermilk. So your like paprika, onion powder, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and just let that kind of all intertwine. It's nice. Is your mouth watering there a little bit?
Man, I tasted some of these last year.
Yeah.
They were fucking savage, man. Yeah.
Then take them out into your flour. Again, season your flour and stuff like that. I think that's important as a. And I'm no chef, as you know, but this that's what they all say, is it? Make sure and season everything,
Season everything, yeah. I season flour now. That's a good one.
I do with the chicken wings now. When I put a bit of cayenne pepper and a bit of salt and stuff.
Okay, so make it like a rub.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're getting a little bit of. Into that, into your egg, breadcrumb, and then deep fry. And if you want that kind of, if you don't want that kind of, I throw them into the air fryer for a minute or so when they come out, and that just, I think, gets the kind of excess kind of oily stuff off them.
Off them, yes.
3-4 minutes, they're done, and serve, man. And
savage.
Yeah, they will be devoured in my place. Like my auntie was in this morning, and on the counter was the menu for the two. I had a packet of fucking venison burgers out for today, and another packet with pheasant Goujons written, and it's she doesn't like, not that she's not a vegan or a vegetarian, she doesn't just like meat. And she was looking. I said, I think you're looking at the menu tomorrow night. Oh, it's great.
It's a great one. She quickly ran out the door.
Yeah. So now here's a little thing. I'm just putting this out, right? What I have done traditionally with the lemon zest is I have put it in the breadcrumb, right?
Put it in the breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I don't know whether that's right or wrong.
The zest.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, okay.
Because I read like years and years ago that frying lemon zest, brings out the flavour and now, but I don't know whether it's wasted or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether I should put the lemon zest into the buttermilk, would that help induce the flavour? What?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. Here was the thinking right behind it at the time when I started. I never liked roast pheasant. I just thought it was dry and bland.
Yeah, it is, and the effort. Like, there's so much effort to it.
Yeah, to try and keep it from drying out.
Burning the fucking feathers off it and all that. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to get a recipe that would do with the family, and if I'm going to be shooting this thing, I wanted to utilize it and so on. I wanted to get nice, and I wanted to start off on the right foot. So I wanted to introduce as many cool, nice flavor, and that's why I wanted to get the lemon into the mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking. Like, when I tasted it, the dip, you done that last year with the same dip, and it was phenomenal. And the lemon was absolutely gorgeous. So is that not enough? Do you think that is that?
It could be, man. It could be. The lemon zest could be wasted in the breadcrumb frying.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Jeez, on that. Oh my god, I'm salivating here thinking about that dip you did was fucking absolutely gorgeous.
You can actually do that with lime, I think, as well.
A bit of lime juice,
and you can put a bit of zest in the mayonnaise. But yeah, so there's any kind of chef dudes that are out there listening.
Man. I can't stop thinking about that dip now.
Shoot a few pheasants tomorrow, man.
That dip that dip was fucking next level. That was yeah. Here's the thing, she done it actually here during the week with some, and I think she must have seen it somewhere. She done like just chicken burgers, like with a chicken breast, and she dipped them in cornflakes, crunched up cornflakes. That was fucking savage, man. Yeah, that was unreal. Probably not maybe the healthiest way of doing it, I suppose, but it was nice. It was lovely. Nice little bit of crunch to it.
Oh, absolutely, man.
And cornflakes won't be bad either. It's not like fucking Cocoa Puffs.
No. Have you done you haven't done the JFC burger yet, have you?
No, I
man,
haven't,
you're
man.
missing a trick, lad.
Serious, is it?
You're like,
I am doing pollock this weekend.
are you?
Yeah, absolutely. But I am, but I don't have a deep fat fryer. So can I do it in the air fryer?
No.
Has to be in the deep fat fryer. I thought.
You're going to do a beer batter, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder will it work on it.
Just a pot of oil, man.
Yeah, pot of oil. Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you don't want to do it inside, put on the barbecue outside.
No, it's all right, man. Yeah, I suppose you'd be all right. 'Cause we don't. That's the one reason we don't fucking have one. It's the smell of the fucking things in the house. You know?
Yeah, I have it out in the garage. You see, that's fucking.
Yeah, it's grand that way. Yeah. In fairness, yeah. Yeah, no. I'm definitely going to do some of the.
We had it last, and homemade tartar sauce, man.
Oh man, tartar sauce is mayonnaise, gherkins, pickles. Am I right in saying that?
No, it's
No?
I have them at home.
What is it?
Isn't this unbelievable? The little green fucking.
Not gherkins, no.
No. Oh, mother of God, man. That is. I mean, mine's gone blank. I can see them. It's the they're in a little bit of oil.
It's in a bit of oil.
Yeah, they're little green. Ah, man, I'm caught out live on air. What the fuck are they?
Holy shit! Right? Okay.
No, it's not gherkins.
Isn't it?
Jesus, lad. I've only met it.
What is it? I thought it was. No.
Capers.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Capers. Okay.
No, you can put mixed pickle and stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And gherkin stuff.
Tartar sauce, man. Oh my jizz, I love tartar sauce. I love it. I can't understand, and people freak me out, man, that don't use any dips or sauces. Like, my thing's like, you know, people have like a piece of battered fish. That's it. No tartar sauce to go with. Or they'll do a roast dinner, no gravy. Or, do you know what I mean? Like bacon and cabbage without the fucking bread sauce or the white sauce.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on there, man?
Yeah, no, I like a bit of sauce now myself.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, 100%. Or like the blue cheese dip with
chicken wings.
With chicken wings. You have to have it, man. Do you know what I mean? You just have to.
Last week, man, I avelled a test. I elevated the fucking chicken wings to a new level by doing the buttermilk trick to Jack toss.
Did you?
Yeah.
With the chicken wings even, yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Because what it does is, when you drain the buttermilk away, you don't clear it off, obviously, off the wings. But what it does is, it gives a lovely bite for the flour.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you water down buttermilk? Not water it down, but if you know what I mean? Like, if you were doing a big bowl of stuff, you'd get a lot of buttermilk. Can you fuck a bit of normal milk in with it? Like,
well, like, see, I last week, because we were cooking for the family, I had 2 big packets of fucking chicken wings.
Yeah.
But I had half a litre of buttermilk. Yeah. It was loads.
Was it?
Because
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just go back every hour and just give it a toss.
toss it up. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's hard to get buttermilk sometimes, man. There's not everywhere
Yeah,
does it, like.
it's dying trade now, I'd say.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. When we lived in Australia, I know, like, he always talked about Australia, you can't get brown bread. They don't do brown bread in Australia, like. So I used to make my own brown bread. And I'd always do it with buttermilk, like. My jazz, man, such a job to get buttermilk.
I'd say that.
Oh, the Lord, Jesus.
People
Christ,
looking at
that.
you, what?
Buttermilk, what the fuck is that?
And why?
And why? Yeah, honest to God, and why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to get it, but yeah, I need that stuff, man. It's just the best. You're going to be laughing now with your new outdoor kind of area. Be out there,
just
man.
need to get it all set up now. Have a pizza oven, and I'm looking forward now to doing.
Are you going to get a smoker?
That's me plan down the road. Yeah, a good barbecue is my first thing. You know, like an actually indoor.
Yeah.
Or a barbecue that I can work indoors. You know.
Yeah.
Or not indoors, semi-indoors. You know.
So you're thinking half and half, or just fully?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's one of the ceramic ones or. So I find there's a dude there that I think me and you have sent each other on TikTok. You know, he does that, throws you in and fucking the burgers. You know, does the beef flavor. He cuts 6 fucking bundies in half.
Is that your man? He's from the north.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's class,
man.
Oh boys, he has the kettle, doesn't he?
The kettle one.
The kettle one, yeah.
It's the ceramic one, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my God, man, yeah.
They're pretty penny, them things.
They are, man. Yeah. Did you ever see the Family Guy skit about it?
No.
Oh, it's so fucking funny, man. Quagmire gets it, like, has one. And it's like, because, like, I suppose, like, they are a savage oak, but, like, there's an awful lot of work in them and the temperatures and the weight, like, wherever you put it, you may leave it, like, you may
you're
crane out,
yeah.
like. And Peter's just like, oh, he's like, Quagmire's talking about his new kettle, like, and it's the green, you can see it, like. And he's like, oh, why don't you just fire this up? And, like, Quagmire's there, oh my God. You don't just fire this thing up. You gradually, over the case of 18 hours, bring it up to a precise temperature of 347 degrees. And he's shy, man. And he's just like, and then they go to move it, and it falls and breaks in about a million bits. That's class.
Deadly.
But I know exactly what you're talking about. The food he makes is unbelievable. It's really like...
and he has, like... hearty, kind of just a rib, the slow cook ribs.
Yeah. There's a name on that. What do they call that kind of food? Oh, I can't think of it. Like, it's like hangover food kind of. Or, there's a name on it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Why is that? Jesus, man, now you're going to wreck me head now.
Yeah, there's a name on that. They call that. What the fuck do they call that? I can't think what they call that. There is a name on that type of food that they call it. But are you thinking they're going to get one of them? So yeah.
Well, that'll be on the boat. Like, Jesus, it won't be fucking this year, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. Something you could leave set up in there.
Yeah.
And
I think half and half barbecues are savage,
Yeah.
You know, like the way you can get ones that's half charcoal, half gas, like.
Half gas. Yeah, see, I don't know whether I'd use the gas one, man.
Yeah. It's handy sometimes, like. That's the only thing that is, you know. You just want to fire something up quick, like.
Yeah.
You know. I've we got a good barbecue now. It is gas, like, but we got one here this year. And the one thing annoying me about it is it's all grill. I'd like a hot plate. I'd like half it to be a plate.
That you could do a bit of...
exactly. If you're doing onions and stuff like that, you can fry it up and like
your
that.
burgers as well. Sometimes it's nice to have the plate for...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do,
As I find even with the venison burgers, like, obviously there's not... because we're putting a lot less fat in them, so there's a lot less binding in them. Do you know what I'm saying?
There is, yeah.
So I found sometimes when you go on... I've tried to do mine a little bit thinner, because I was doing like fucking, I don't know, 3/4 pounders, man, at the start.
Trying
to get them a little bit thinner, but sometimes they break up a little bit, on the fucking...
Okay, yeah. But would you put... What did I do with mine the last time I had to do? I had the same as you. I think I put a couple of eggs to it. Did you put eggs in them?
No, because I didn't know what it was, freezing them and all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I put eggs through mine,
Yeah,
definitely, just to help them bind together a bit,
No bother.
I've done that with the rabbit eggs too. Or the rabbit eggs. The fucking
rabbit burgers.
Yeah.
There's a thing, man. We have to get them out for a few rabbits.
I know, honestly, yes, I know. Rabbits are class. Absolutely class, man. Yeah, we need to get out. Yeah, geez, we've everything now. We've the 2.2 and the 1.7 and the thermals and the night visions.
Need a few people to use them now.
I know. I just need to get the fork out and use them. Yeah. But that'd be another nice thing to do now as well. Yeah.
A couple of rabbits now for the freezer.
Yeah, it'd be a great job. Yeah. And your red deer burgers that you gave me, can you cook them from frozen? Like, what would you, or do you thaw them out? Or
I thought them out. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. I like the ones I got from Tom. I just take them out and put them straight in the grill, like
frozen. Yeah.
From frozen. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, savage.
Well, I presume you can. I just let them defrost.
Defrost. Yeah. Maybe that's why they're breaking up a bit.
Maybe so.
Maybe, yeah. Because you know the way you buy like frozen burgers, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not pre-cooked. Like.
That's a good question. I never even thought of that. Now.
Yeah. You know the way like you buy like the shite Angus burgers or whatever, but like they're not pre-cooked. Like they are like, you know what I mean? You can fuck them straight on it. Yeah. No, that's the way we do ours anyway. Yeah. So that might help to.
There you go.
Keep them together.
I've looked up a couple of things.
Food Safety Ireland are listening to this going, Jesus Christ.
Man, I do not just there's one half of this podcast that does not condone private.
No, exactly. Like, figure all this shit out for yourselves. I'm not sure.
And Avril said as well, like I've pushed the boundaries with food, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as in how long it lasts and shit. You know what I mean? How it's safe to eat and all.
Yeah.
Because I've eaten a Chinese 4 or 5 days after, man.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, that'll be.
I've got acceptable. Like Saturday till probably the Wednesday, Thursday.
I'm weird, man. With chicken now is one thing I will not take a chance on.
Will you not? No
fucking way, man. I got food poisoning from it before, and sweet Jesus, I never forget. Like that really fucked me up, man. Like it was horrendous. Like
I got food poisoning once in my life. I remember I was only a young fella.
Yeah.
But I've never got it since, I don't think.
No, yeah. I just be wary of it. That's chicken's the one thing I'm wary as fuck
Yeah,
of, you know
yeah.
what I mean? But like, yeah, any red meats or beefs or anything like that, like, yeah, no bother.
No bother, yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah, fucking no bother.
Would you cook your burgers now kind of medium rare?
No.
No, always
No.
well done.
I would with mince, man. You have to be careful with mince, like.
Yeah.
You do, like. I would always cook them well done now, yeah. It was so weird, like, when we were actually out in Spain there this year, your man said, it was the first time I heard it in ages, like, we ordered a burger and your man says, how would you like that? And I was like, oh, well done.
Yeah.
yeah. Cause out here
Yeah, because you are taking a chance. Like you're not supposed to. Like
No.
it's not. It's
Recommended,
like
like.
having ceviche or fucking tartare. You're supposed to. Like the health and safety authority. It's even with the burgers. Like I've, obviously because we're shooting wild meat.
Yeah.
Which in itself, and we're dragging it. So it's going to pick up.
Yeah.
I be of the opinion. You know what I mean? That.
Yeah.
Like I have a weird thing with the kids. My kids are always playing; they're always dirty and stuff like that. And we're not, obviously to wash our hands and stuff like that. But we're not over fussy in terms of, you know what I mean, clean dirt. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You have to build up your own bit of fucking immune
I think that
system,
does help.
like, yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to recommend it either. But
no, I know. Yeah.
the burgers, I just think as well because like that, we get home, the deer could be hanging a day or so, or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's one thing, and obviously we don't have cold rooms and stuff like that. We're in now fridges and so on.
Yeah.
And then I could mince it one evening and then make it in burgers the following evening. Do you know what I mean? So it needs to be cooked through, I think,
See, that's the fucked up thing with the mince. Like when you when you're mincing it, you can't mince it. Get a big bag of mince, freeze it, take it out, and then start making burgers. You have to do the whole lot. And then fucking freeze it.
And you're supposed to, I think, mince it and then do your burgers, that kind of all.
Yeah.
Like Avril was said, I think she worked on the meat counter back in the day, and she was saying that the mince had to be either eaten that day or frozen.
Frozen.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it starts
100%.
to.
Yes.
Because obviously the bacteria is on the outside of the meat. Now you're after mincing it all in. So now it starts to.
Has to
multiply,
Yeah, definitely.
So there you go.
Yeah. There you go. That's as good a food safety advice you're going
As
to
you're
get here.
probably going to hear here. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, make up your own, man.
Cook everything well.
Yeah, exactly. Without a fucking doubt, man. Yeah. But so that was the pheasant goujons, man.
Yeah.
Savage job. How long take you start to finish? What would it take you?
Well, the bit of prep work, just throw it in. The goujons now will go into the buttermilk tomorrow morning. That'll be loads of time for me.
Yeah.
So I'll just throw them in the buttermilk tomorrow morning, and then by I'll give them 5, 6 hours, 7 hours before.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, man, takes minutes. I actually, what I do is, do you know when you come to the heel of a bread, or Mammy Grogan's brown bread, if there's a heel or 2 left over.
I can barely remember.
Yeah, she gave me a fucking loaf last week.
She did not.
Sure, look it.
You are some bastard at that. Oh my god!
There was you come to and I just throw it into NutriBullet and then I keep adding to me bag of breadcrumbs that's in the freezer, and then I just have them there, take them out, and the rest it's minutes, man.
Yeah.
I think by the time you take your first goujon out of the buttermilk, I'd say all in all 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, right.
You'd be done.
You'd be done. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I had them and they're absolutely class. Yeah, they're deadly.
Yeah, they're nice.
They are nice, and it's a nice way to do it as well because you're getting the heat into them, and you're letting the buttermilk break them down because pheasant can be tough. Like it can if you do it fairly quick after you've shot.
Yeah.
It can be tough, and then as you're saying, like if you do the roasts, what you just breasted them, so then obviously the pheasant. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm just like, and don't get me, I love a roast, man. I love roast chicken, I love roast duck, all that, but it's just the time versus what you get out. But I
think because the pheasant are so lean, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no meat really on the back carcass.
No.
When you roast that pheasant down, man, you'd want fucking you want teeth like toothpicks, man. Do you know what I mean? To get the meat out of it.
Yeah.
So there's very little body to hold the moisture in.
Yeah.
You're left with basically the very two breasts.
Yeah.
So I don't fuck around. It's all utilized. I still use it for fox bait and dog feed and stuff like that. But
100%.
I make sure I go right down on the breast. Like you get two lovely breasts off the pheasant.
Oh, absolutely, man. Fucking sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then you can do the simplest things ever. We were out. It was last season. Myself and Cooper were out. Must have been on Saturday or Sunday morning. And
I think I remember this. You pan fried or something?
Yeah, just literally brought it back out, pan fried it, toasted 2 bagels, chopped it all up, man. Put in the bagel with some Dubliner cheese and melted it on. And I swear to God, lad,
it was as nice as ever.
And Ballymaloo relish.
There you go.
Ballymaloo relish, and it was fucking class. Yeah, it was. It was savage.
So there you go.
Yeah,
fucking.
So you can do it just quick and easy as well. You know.
Did you try your steaks with the one we had last week? No, the recipe.
No, I didn't.
There's a flavour now, and that's a fucking
piece of piss.
Oh Jesus, foolproof.
Lovely.
And
I think the key there is that little bit of what was it? What did you mixed up to make the little
Worcestershire.
Yeah. And what else had you got in? You had some chives. Mint. Yeah.
Mint.
Easy. And I think that's the key. Like it just complements the meat.
Man,
shocking, man. Yeah.
Because you get the really, and I know we're digressing to last week's, but like fuck me, man. You get the real kind of gnarly, charry end bits of and then the mint is so fresh. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I'd say what would work just as well with that, like the Jack's Alabama sauce.
Oh, like
just class there either.
And that's the beauty. Look, over the next couple of months, we're going to have obviously different chefs giving different takes on the Hunter's table and so on. And that's you can take bits, like take the recipe I'm after doing this evening, and take the bits you don't like out and say, no, that's fucking waste of time or bullshit.
Yeah.
And like even I was thinking there, in the buttermilk, you could put a little bit of chili powder or cayenne pepper in there.
Yeah.
If you wanted a little bit of kind of like your hot wing kind of fucking effect, Even the breadcrumb, just a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
Toss it up.
Yeah, that'd be nice, yeah.
So
I think the older I'm getting, man, I'm liking a bit of spice. I never used to like spice at all. I was completely against it. But the older I'm getting, in certain circumstances, it's nice just have a little bit of bite to something,
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, yeah.
And I think it's progressive as well. You get a little bit and then I could do go a little bit more.
Yeah. It's actually Yoke on Netflix. We were watching it the other night. I can't even remember. It's all about like different people, extremes of like food and stuff. One of them is chilies and motor. God, like they were crowning the chili world champion.
Yeah.
Man. Oh my God, lad. It was horrendous.
Fuck that. No, I wouldn't do that, man.
No, Carolina Reapers, like, and they moaned them like, oh, for fuck's sake. No,
my first Indian curry, man, right? Was a vindaloo in Spain.
Oh, we don't know.
30 degrees heat. I went into this Indian restaurant, right? 30 degrees. I didn't have a clue, but I recognise vindaloo. You know what I'm saying? I like spice. Yeah, I like spice. I'll have me one of them. My God, man. I was in shorts and a string vest.
I swear.
And I was.
Oh, but the blue Jesus, man.
I'd say here, man. I guarantee, man, he threw an extra cut. He said, I will teach this fucker a lesson. Do you know what I mean? Whatever about. And this was right in bang smack in the middle of the day.
No way.
Oh, man. It's like an idiot.
Fucking. I remember when we went to Spain, like the first time we ever went to Spain, I think I was about 4 or 5. So it was 1992, I suppose, And like, Spain was uncharted territory back then. Do you know what I mean? You might as well have been going to Jesus, Africa. Do you know what I mean? You didn't know much about it, like. And this is time when like people like package holidays were starting to get like popular and stuff like that. And I remember the first year we went over, and I fucking think back and it's like we went over, and you'd swear, lad, we were going on a safari down there. We brought 2 cooler boxes full of food.
The sausages and rashers and all that. Yeah.
Vacuum packed sausage rashers, tea bags. What else was there? Man, there was like, I can't even remember, like bottles of ketchup. You think you couldn't get any of this over there, like, But all that. And I remember the shame of like standing there, and the conveyor, like when you're getting your bags, like, and these 2 blue cooler boxes, and the lids were all wrapped. This is as true as God, lad. The lids were all wrapped with insulating tape that it wouldn't come over them. And there was a small ratchet strap.
Spot the mechanic.
over the top of that so that the lid won't come off. And I was there, everyone looking at them going, who the fuck owns these?
Yeah.
And the parents going over and picking them up. And I remember we went out the first year, but like the food was fucking shite. And I think this by the third day, the parents said, oh, fuck this. And they went to the supermarket and it was like 35 degree heat. They were in the apartment boiling spuds, lad. And making soup.
And bad spuds, I'd say.
Bad spuds. I
Yeah.
was just there, oh, this is fucking cat. Like,
Yeah, it's mad what you do, man. isn't it?
Mad.
That'd be like
Absolutely
if you
mad.
told somebody, say a 19-year-old or 20-year-old that now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to think, are you on drugs? Like
You're telling me like
you brought food to fucking
you can imagine.
Spain. Oh man, it's cat. It's absolutely
Come here,
cat.
just the last week's episode, man. Just want to touch on it. Really, really well received. I think.
Yeah.
Big shout out again to Ben.
Yeah.
Sharing a story, number one.
Yeah, which wasn't easy, and
no.
yeah, it was tough, man.
And I look at the reaction to it was phenomenal. It's just been phenomenal. We've getting messages all week.
Yeah.
And I think it was just, it hit.
Yeah.
It hit a couple of nails on the head.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Ben. Continued success to him. He's going from strength to strength. He's inspirational, I think. You know.
Yes,
So
absolutely, yeah. Very passionate and a true outdoorsman as well.
Absolutely.
He really is. And he'd be a very interesting lad to go hunting with and stuff, because you'd learn an awful lot from him, you know.
And it went from that, which is very poignant and very to and I'm going to do this. I know the message that we got, right? We won't read out the name, right? But you know the one.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
This has to be read out to be fucking
This has to be read out. Yeah.
But,
Now, I think I read this first when I was lying in the bed next to my wife, and I had to read it twice, and I actually handed her the phone. I says, "She just look at the message we're after getting."
I won't be able to find this now, will I?
Will you not? I'd say you surely will. I'd say, will you?
It was on the out Insta, wasn't it?
No, it was on Messenger.
Oh, it was on Messenger. That's right.
Is it the one with the headphones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely there, man. Absolutely, 100% it is.
But yeah, like so. Obviously, the poignancy of what we just discussed, and then
Have you got it?
oh, coming close, man. I just go scroll it.
Oh, a second here though. I have to try and remember now. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't got. Have you got it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Have it.
I will hold off this person's name in case they die. Oh, I have it here now.
Yeah. I don't think he give a fuck anyway.
You wouldn't give a fuck, anyway. Oh.
So the story starts off, right? He'll be listening to this. So, right, lads. So last night, herself was out for her friend's birthday. I was looking after the small one for the night. 6 months old.
Yeah.
Brackets. Went to bed and threw on the podcast on the AirPods. I was woken up by the wife in her drunken state, and she wanted to go out.
And we say go on. Not talking about foot and turf here.
No.
No.
A few minutes passed, and her arm touched me here. Heard a beep, and here's Anthony talking in my ear. So he was doing the deed.
Jesus Christ.
We get some fucking wicked ones there, man.
We do get some queer ones, man. Well, if that didn't spoil the fucking mood, and I don't know what would.
He said, we replied, well, that's an IHP first anyways. Hope it all worked out well in the end. And he said, half asleep, sure. I didn't know what was going on. The struggle trying to get the AirPod out.
Jesus Christ. That is just a very small insight into some of the random messages we get.
What I think happened there, to put a bit of context to that story, that the wife was on the way home there after a few drinks, listening to the podcast.
Oh my God! There you go. That's just
good
one
stuff.
sample.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we won't hold out. We won't call out your name on this instance.
No, not unless you want.
Not unless you want to stay. Yeah, come here. We better wrap this up.
Wrap it up, lad.
Get her up there. And she'll be on there in the morning. Again, another massive shout out to all our subscribers. Everyone that's helping out week on week. We've a few more people helping out the podcast. It's making a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely, lad. Absolutely.
We are going to update some gear and equipment in the coming weeks as well. So he'll be even crisper in your ear.
Deadly stuff.
Deadly stuff. Yeah. If you're heading out, happy hunting. Let us know how you're getting on. We love getting messages off people, letting us know how their hunt goes. And some of I think we've got one there this very second from someone out after getting some pheasants and stuff. So stay in touch. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the Irish Hunting Podcast. You'll find us in any of your socials.
Absolutely.
Sinead, right?
Stay. I always do that, don't I? Stay safe.
Stay. It's not as bad as the time you went, the first Let's Talk here. That was so funny. Just there. Let's go do it. That was hilarious. That was. Let's go do it. I was like, what the fuck?
Look, we've come a long way.
He's like, have you Tourette's or what?
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, folks, and stay safe. Happy hunting.
Stay safe. Stay hunting.
Take it easy.